Sorry about that. With them here. I get you a happy Sunday morning. Sorry about that little technical difficulty. Anybody who was affected by it. Um, yeah, I didn't care for it for 30 fucking minutes. I've been trying to get on with my tablet. It's not working too well. So this stream was going to be brought to you by Karma Probiotic Water. Probiotic supersonic to keep you away from them idiotics. Got your dried up live cultures in here. Push them down in. Before you know it, kaboom! You got that immunity from all that negativity, all that ignorance and excellence. Yeah, insolence. All that bullshit. I'm gonna wait for some people to hop on. I know I just gotta get my preamp rolling. I don't give a fuck who ain't on or not. If you think somebody, there might be people who actually sit there and wait till they see people on to start talking, but not me, because somebody could pop on at any time, and I don't want to be like, oh, well, hello, I'll wait till you pop on. I'm already doing my thing. People go back and watch these lives. I got to make sure that they're proper, like a whopper. So we'll wait. Like I always say, I got my 10-minute rule. No mod, no live. We too big now for that bullshit. We too big for that bullshit. Oh, I got a like, but no viewers? Oh, hey. How we doing, mod? Missed, hear this. I love when I see that wrench. Not just the blue, the wrench itself. I wish it was a fucking whip with blades on blades that went up it every other quarter inch. Like you had 30 fucking blades, and the tip of the whip fucking branched out into fucking like 8 more that had fucking blades on them. Oh yeah, big time. Instead of that fucking wrench. I love the wrench, but I wish we could put our own insignia there for moderator. Maybe I can once I get monetized, you know? They let you do all sorts of shit. Yeah, I tried. I literally would have been on like right on time, because I had tried. I started getting stuff going about 10 till. Well, yeah, the fucking tablet. Yeah, that motherfucker. It was already on life support without the plug being plugged in. Well, somebody cut the plug off, so it can't you can't keep it. So like, yeah. I tried, and every time it would just bottom out. I got so close it let me go live. All of a sudden I seen there was somebody there, and then it unconnected me, and then it just bottomed out. Hello, hi. Green Apple, hi. Hello. And Star, Green Apple Star, hi. I know it's late, but happy Father's Day for any of the fathers out there. John Artinez, hi. A. For Dubs, hi. Shimon Nazir, hi. How you doing? What's Castro? How are you, my G? Oh, I'm Gucci. Oh, I'm Gucci. Oh, Hanak Burr, you have a question. Hi, I have a question. Do you know the country called Eritrea? Just asking. I've heard of it, but that would be like me trying to make something up. I've heard of it, I know of it, but I don't have research on it. That'd be like me thinking I know exactly how Pangea was shaped. And if anybody doesn't know what Pangea was what the landmass, what it was before it all separated. That's what Pangea was. So, but no, I don't. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about anything I don't know anything about. Okay, how about this? You want me to name a car for an edit? How about we name a car for an edit that you can spell the same forwards and backwards? Huh? How about we do that? Well, you told me to, so I'm going to make a change. Civic. What's up? Yeah, Civic. Try to get at that one. Now name me another one, because there's cars out there. Name me another one. Don't make me do it because I'm gonna wait. I'll wait because you open that door. You open a good door. Yeah. By the way, yeah, guys. Hey, what's up, CD Kaja Kazum? Hellcats. You know what? Hellcats are badass, but those cars. That's not something I need. DMW. DMW WMB. No, it has to be, the name of the car has to be the same forwards and backwards spelt. So if you say it back, you know what I'm saying? So like, oh, here, this ain't the name of the car, but give you an example. Like Bob, B-O-B. You know what I'm saying? Or TIT, T-I-T. Or SOS signals, SOS, SOS. You know what I'm saying? Michael Richards. Hey, how you doing, man? I don't know. I've been a father for a while. Honestly, I was a father for a while and didn't even know it. And then I was like really, really, really father when I had my youngest because, like I said, I delivered her, cut the umbilical cord, handed her to her mom after I cleaned her up. So funny. Fucking nurses are skeptical, but the doctor let me do it. He was about to do it, and I was right there. And he looked at me and goes, "You want to do the honors?" And I'm thinking in my mind, fuck. You know, this is, something that's not going to happen again. Whether I had 20 kids or not, doctors don't really do that a lot. And if they do, I don't know about it. So when he said that, I didn't even hesitate. But Addie Spaghetti, you go, "I am your son. Now I am 18. Oh, you turned 18? Hold on here. I remember you being on it, and the way you're talking, you better hope you're 18. I don't want you in no trouble. Behave. You really, is that why you got booted, because you're 17? Because I didn't boot you, but there's rules. I don't know if the rules have been stated or not yet, but there's been plenty of people coming through already. Already got 4 likes. There's 10 people current, but I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about if you make grade, because I don't need no dry gulching in here. I don't do no dry gulching. If Eddie Spaghetti says, okay, Amari White, I remember you. You go, "Hey, bro, I got a question." What is it? Shh. Throw that curveball. Okay, you got a question. Have at it. Have at it. Shit. Do I know that a kangaroo is just a giant moose? You can say that, but they're a marsupial, and you want to know it? They can disembowel you in a second. They can fucking pick you up and drop you on your fucking head. If they drop you, they could kill you. You ever see how fucking robust and big and strong those fucking things get? Then they grab a hold of you. They make fucking Mr. Universe look like a fucking cupcake. Hell no. Hell no. This must be somebody new. Do you hear this? Look at this, mod. I love it. 42P. You ask me, am I circumcised? Oh my God, you can't make this shit up. Oh, I love it. I love it. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, I could, but nobody is still giving me... The person who opened the door to what we're doing still hasn't followed through. And we're walking through it. You open the door, we're going through. We already have. Now it's your turn. Name me a car that's spelled the same. And don't be on... See, this is how you guys cheat. You don't see I'm on a phone. You see I'm not on a fucking phone. You guys can sit there with a phone or on a computer simultaneously go look this shit up. I want people to come on. Use that fucking... that brain inside that dome you call your head. Okay, Body Zone 6. You want to ask me a question? Violent, something you want to ask me a question? Oh, my. See, this is what I love. I hope you didn't fuck. I hope you conjured the courage out of your mind and you didn't fucking look that shit up. Because there's more. But you did it. You did it. Hold on here. What the fuck? Hold on. What's your channel about? My channel is a universal channel, but it's about being able to relate with other people and the struggle through life, because life is, trials and tribulations, and no, life is not easy, and nothing good comes easy. You got to work hard, and life is what you make it. So, if I could help somebody not go through things I did, from the prime examples I've been through, which is something I'm going to get into here in a little bit, then I helped. And the thing is, I would never thought I'd be at 700 subscribers, which to me is fucking another milestone. But I really killed a really milestone finally the other day. Somebody was I don't know, because somebody was saying do we have fucking Mr. Tina Man over here fucking gone? Because, I just got off work. I had a really fucking good night. This is not even my day off, but I don't work today. Okay. Yeah, apply that belt to ass, mod. Or at least verbal warning until they actually need it physically. Yeah, you can ask a question you want, but make sure remember, you get what you give. So if you play a stupid game, you're going to win a stupid prize. And I'm not going to get my fingernails there. I just got done working 10 hours. I'm not falling for that. You already said that. I want to know why. I want to know why Eddie Spaghetti came on and goes, "Oh, I'm your son now. I'm 17." What was he? Somebody we had to get booted off one day, because I almost remember the damn the name. But he was like, "I'm your son now." Well, this is a family, so anybody that joins, welcome to the family. But there's no obligations whatsoever. None at all. This is nothing but free will. Yes, I do. Why does that have anything to do with it? Do you have any? Well, if you're a violent Viking, you probably do. You probably have summer kids. Some are here, some are there. I don't know. I'm going to have to activate my... well, I would say Happy Father's Day other way, or late Father's Day, but I already said... So my question is, do you know mammals are actually dangerous and more dangerous? Yeah, I do know. You want to know why? Because we're a festering disease that's destroying the earth. Yeah, that's common knowledge. You're preaching to the choir, and I'm the maestro. You're damn right. Fucking mammals are the bane of the earth's existence. Decky do dido deck doggy girl. Yeah, I can't deal with any future. I gotta get this going, so I don't have to deal with any fucking BS, because I already know what's gonna happen. My mod's gonna take that whip out, and I don't want to have to hear. Okay, my question is, do you know sharks are more scared of us because we kill fish? It wouldn't surprise me. Great whites, they will go hundreds and hundreds, over 1,000 miles to go after prey. That's why they're called great whites. I mean, they will literally migrate to go after shit. So what does that mean? What do I got? Anti-conspiracy theorists unite or something? Like somebody trying to come against me? Like, what's going on? Like, I didn't say kangaroos are afraid of sharks, and kangaroos ain't mammals. They're marsupial. So let's get down to brass tacks, solid gold bars that are facts. Real credibility. A kangaroo is not a mammal. So whoever thought that or thought it is shit, they can't be scared of sharks because they don't fuck around with sharks. They've never fell victim to a shark unless some fucking rich idiot had a shark and fed a kangaroo to it. I'm not going to entertain that. But kangaroos are marsupials. They're not mammals. But, you know, you brought up how do I know mammals are really dangerous to sharks. And they're dangerous to this earth. We are a festering disease, like I said. A pestilence. It's in our nature to destroy ourselves. That's how fucking weak and feeble-minded we are as a whole. What does it matter? I'm old enough to be your kid, be your fucking father. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. You're asking me permission to write a poem? You ain't got to ask me permission for anything. This is all about free will. I don't make nobody stay here. I don't make nobody come on. It's all free will, like I said. So I'll say it again. Play stupid games, you're going to win a motherfucking stupid prize. You want to do civil and be genuine, that's fine. You ain't got to ask me permission, but I give you my blessing. So there you go. You're going to do what you got to do. The thing is, I don't consider them questions when I read them because there's no question mark for one, even though I think what you're putting out there is the riddle. The way you're doing it in unison. Yeah. And no, it's about awareness. Completely about awareness. But it's so funny. It's a good thing. I can't get to the task at hand that a lot of people would like to know. Probably some of the people ain't on right now because they're sleeping or at work. Or they just ain't got the luxury because not everybody can be on at the same time. But, let's just put it this way. We have a very great responsibility for the whole world. And it doesn't matter what state I'm in because we have a responsibility for the whole world. So, and I'm talking the whole world. Not United States, the whole fucking thing. Like who said something about mammals being dangerous? Yeah, we are dangerous to this whole fucking planet. I don't know. A Smurf's ass? Damn, no, I'm not being ignorant. It's just, hey, that's not something I can talk about. Somebody was trying to guess one. I'm going to tell you, in older videos, before I even did lives, people would ask questions, and I would straight up tell them, I'd be like, if you can guess where I work, I'd give you money, but nobody could ever conjure the courage. So I don't do that now. Uh-oh. Are you guys getting my fucking mod all riled up? Come down. Don't do that. Don't do that. I wouldn't do that because if you keep doing it, you will definitely be fucked up. And you might do it to, she might do it, or he. Yeah, hear this? Yeah, I got 2 mods. The other one pops up here and there, but I have 2 mods now, but he's gonna fucking whoop you. Hold on here. 2 people? Oh yeah. Yeah, explain, because I don't even know what the hell you said. You guys are just all over the place. Oh, because I don't want to drink a cup of coffee? Where is this place? Whatever you want to say. Oh, baby. Oh, baby what? Baby O? I bet you're in California because you don't have an accent. There are kangaroos in San Diego Zoo. Yeah, but what does that have to do with somebody saying they're mammals when they're not? They're a marsupial. Just like a possum is a marsupial. And, you know, they made it through something the dinosaurs couldn't. They're a prehistoric animal. So what does that tell you? Hey, how you doing? Boss let me down. No, I didn't let you down. Obstacle illusion. Come on now. What do you have to worry about? There's nothing to worry about. No. No. You don't see the cipher? Take it easy. No, you're not. Never was, never entertained. You know, As a viewer, I think you should let them all take him down. Okay, good job, Mod. Who? What was he saying? Can somebody tell me what he's saying? Because I'm not. I'm not fucking scrolling because I'm not on my tablet and I don't like the I don't even like phones. Like, what's going on? Like, come on. What did they say? You, if, hey, you turn that frown upside down. There's. Hey, hold on here. Can I say something people used to try to do out here to me, and then when they knew they were just popped and didn't have no more ammunition, what would they say? It was just a joke, right? When they start all that shit, Mister, hear this, right? Am I right? What would they say when they would start talking all that shit? Go get a job. Go get a job, you burn out. You probably collect government checks your whole life. Woo, woo, woo. All this fucking bullshit. What would they say at the end? Because I wouldn't sit there and be voodoo doll. What, you can't take a joke? Come on. Mod, can't you take a joke? I guess that's not a joke I'll play anymore because I guess that was a low blow, huh? Turn that frown upside down. Come on now. Let's get back to what's going on. Yeah, because I just said it. Can't you take a joke? Nothing changed. Like, so I'm telling you about optical illusions. Like, no, if nobody ever really knows what's going on, you use that with editorial revision, you can make things happen anywhere. And I'm not talking like picking up a thing, but I'm talking like make things start moving without having to touch on other live entities. Really what? Really good. Nothing. Yeah. Exactly. Turn that fucking frown upside down before I make you force everybody to eat hash browns. Not happening. You about made me build an ark when I seen you crying. I didn't want to drown. Take it easy over here, you guys. Gidget tried to get into it. Myra tried to get into it with Gidget. And Gidget's like, I don't want nothing wrong. Like, she walked in and just started hissing at her. Take it easy, Myra. Unless Gidget comes at you, don't do nothing. Juggalo stoner. I think this is somebody who crashed out, not in a car, in a room. Yeah, you crashed out in a car, not in a room, buddy. But you gonna find it. Keep it up. Think you're a Weimenheimer, huh? You want a Wiener Schnitzel? Wiener Schnitzel deluxe, or Wiener Schnitzel with cheese? Because you ain't getting no kraut with it. Yeah? And I have a flying submarine. No? Mm-mm. Why would I want to review it? You've already done it. See, this is something too that I don't understand why somebody going. I'm not, no, not, but like, if you want one, you do it. What will you go out of your way? Say something. I mean, what? You lose the element of surprise because if you coming at me, I got home court advantage. So I hope you got North Korea on fucking retainer or something. Hold on. I made my mod go through all stages of grief in the matter of minutes. Optical illusions, like I said, that verbal editorial revision. Yeah, and don't Don't be acting like you got your finger on the pulse. I asked for it. Hey, I know exactly who you are. You were the guy who was threatening me the other night, huh? Threatening my kids. Right? Yeah. Straight facts. Is that because you crashed out in a fucking room and not in a car? Where's your hat? Where's your hat? Where's your shoes? I don't know. Why are you on my channel wasting your precious fucking time? Oh, I know, because by default, you inadvertently are helping me trend, so thank you. So, why don't you fucking rotate? I love this when these people get on here and want to fucking just keep fucking. I don't know. Maybe Saskatchewan, Nevada, the Sierra Mountains, the Everglades, or he might be in heaven. I don't know. I know my dad ain't around. He's in heaven. He's been there for a hot minute. So just smoke that motherfucker. Smoke him. One to the back of the head. Fuck it, because he just on some bullshit. That's like, hey, that was one of them punks that was motherfucking on that bull, just like this guy. Dude, hey, you know what entertainment is? It's almost like a version of capitalism. Getting fucked. Yo, 4Dubs, what's happening? Yeah, if you guys can't listen, my mod is already strictly given the rules. He's not going to give them again. Whoever. Who loves that? Zachary Burks. I don't get your channel. It's confusing. You got good vibe. You're fucking right. I got good vibe, but that's not the point. Because you get people on here that hate all the time. Because somebody like me who started at the bottom. And the whole thing is, these people, when they pop up and they thrive on misery, they want to start shit. Okay? They don't go back and look at any of my old videos, so they don't know nothing. So they just assume my life in a sentence. And I love when they do that, because all they do is dilute themselves like a fucking chump. You know, this is about awareness and struggle. And, you know, I can't even get to the key things at hand, because I've got so many people that are positively asking me questions. And then I got negative, which, like I said, all publicity is good publicity. I must be doing something right. I think somebody thought they were going to cause a mutiny on here 3 or 4 days ago and make my people turn or something. And that just doesn't work, because this is the thing. People who subscribe and follow my channel, they can unsubscribe at any time, and it's not going to hurt my feelings. This is all about free will. Nobody's chained to a fucking organ grinder. Nobody's being held at gunpoint. So you better remember that. Everyone's using their precious time to tune in or be an idiot, not do something. So 4Dubs says, you say you love me. All right, love you too. Be good. Be safe out there. Hope you're struck. You want to know what? Literally in the last year, 2 years, 3 years, I mean, I haven't been in any criminal trouble since 2009, but the last 2-3 years, here, let's just be realistic. From 2017 till yesterday, I've been trying to get my driver's license, and I've never had it in my fucking life. And a lot of people tend to forget that it's privilege. It's not a privilege, it's a right, not a privilege. So when you abuse that and you don't have it to begin with, like I did back when I was a kid, I caught a misdemeanor DUI. I was the type of kid who didn't give a fuck. I was out fucking hurting people, doing bad shit. Yeah, I was just berserk. So I was the type of person that went, I don't give a fuck. I can drive. You can't drive. Actually, I can, because I know I physically can. But in the back of my head, I wasn't dumb. I go, I can't drive legally, but you're telling me I can't drive when I know I can. I got my own car. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do what I got to do. Well, I got a DUI one night, and I never even had a license, let alone a permit. And that was over 10 years ago. And November 2017, I started pursuing to get my driving privileges, because if you want change in your life, especially positive, and you want to elevate, you have to want it. Well, I got tired of being stuck on an island like Gilligan, because I didn't need to do the 100-yard dash. Um, I just didn't. I don't like to be dependent on people, and that was one thing that always sticked in my craw. I'm a man of accountability. I'll take the blow, and I need to apologize for anybody who was waiting on me last night. I had an emergency. I couldn't. There's nothing I could do to get on. I'm very sorry about it because I did go out of my way to post a short to let everybody know when I got home because I was having such a good night that I would be on, and I wasn't able to make it at all. I am very sorry for that. Very, very sorry for anybody who sat around waiting or any of that. Yeah, I love you too, brother. You duly noted. Duly noted. Duly noted. So what's up? Yeah. ROCCX. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Hi, are you from Australia? Yeah, where the kangaroos go jumping around. Back to what I was trying to say, though. I never ever had my license or privileges ever because I abused it when I didn't have it. So they make you jump through hoops of fire like a Barnum Bailey circus bear. So from November 2017 to yesterday, or 2 days ago, I didn't have my license. I finally just got my license, though. Yes, I did. I finally got my license. Yeah. I had to drive 3 hours to a clandestine DMV that took walk-ins, and I didn't have to set an appointment because if I would have had to go to the normal ones I was going to that kept fucking me over and being Gestapo like Nazi Germany, I wouldn't have been able to get my license for another 2 months. So, and with me just starting back work because the doctor cleared me, said I was fully healed from my surgery, my physical therapy went well. A lot of people thought I was going to go back on Monday because it was a Thursday morning. I went to go see my surgeon, and shit, when I called my work and sent that paper through, sent it to my insurance company, they're like, "So, you want to start back Monday or Saturday or something?" I said, "No, I'm coming back today." They go, "Oh, you didn't change." I said, "Exactly. Like, all right. And guess what? My 8th day now, a 9 day maybe, because like I said, I work. My days off by default this month are Fridays, so I went back Thursday. It's so funny to come. Your days off Thursdays. I mean Friday, but we already know what's going on. You'll be here. You fucking right. I'll be here like required reading. Yeah, and it's not about the money, but the money, the world's evolved around money, and that sucks because money's the root of all evil. It's always given me a false sense of security, so I don't thrive on it the way people do, wanting to flaunt it or this or that or, oh, I got this, because that doesn't make you better than the next fucking person. That actually makes you uptight and selfish and egotistical. What it's about is taking care of your obligations and responsibilities. And you can't help nobody if you can't help yourself. Remember that. Another fact from the Falcons. Solid gold bar. Your move. No, Zachary Burks. My insurance is dirt cheap because I have SR22. I have to have it for 3 years. I've had it for 2 years now because when I first got my driving privileges, they started me on a restricted driving permit. Restricting driving permit, if you want me to elaborate, even though nobody's asked yet, I'm going to elaborate. There's different kind of permits. Work permit, school permit, religious permit, medical permit, and then they came out with like a modified universal one. And that's what I gave me. Because when I went to apply for full reinstatement, they weren't obligated to tell me I'm not going to get my license because I never had it before, that I had to apply for a permit. So for like a year and a half, I got denial letters. So then I'm told you send me, we denied your full reinstatement. What we can do is if you apply for a driving permit, because we have to use it as a probationary device because you never had a license, just to make sure that you're on the up and up, even though I haven't gotten in trouble or any traffic in over 10 years. So that's what I did. I applied for the permit and I got it. And it looks like a fucking car title. It's silly. You get, I had a universal one. You get 6 days out of the week that you can drive 12 hours out of the day, which a cop tried to fuck me on. Yeah. Stupid guy. Fucking shit star. And then you had a dead day that you couldn't have at all. Almost like holy day. You know, you got to go to church Sunday. And that was my day that I was dead day. So I had and I could go 200 miles in any direction to where I was anchored at. So that's how I was able to go out and get my job and take myself to my interview and go get a drug test and a background check and this and that. So when that happened, everything was cool, but my hours were 9 to 9. And I was starting in a certain department, and it was 2:30. You know, I started 2:30, so I could take myself in. So somebody else would have to be in the ride to take it home, and they'd either have to come pick me up, or I had to get a ride from somebody at work. Well, it got to the point to where people fighting and want to give me a ride to work. I mean, give me a ride home. So I didn't have a problem getting fucking rides home, and I didn't have a problem getting rides in. But what ended up happening in the middle of July last year, while I was getting a fucking haircut, somebody went through the vehicle and stole it because they couldn't find anything of value. And if you physically ain't got that on, even though you legally have one, and you get pulled over, it's just like getting pulled over on a suspended or revoked. I would have went to jail. And I wasn't risking it. So even though I legally could drive, 4 or 5 months out of the year I couldn't. But when I filed for full reinstatement, because they go, at 9 months of you having your permit, you can apply for full reinstatement. Well, that's what I did. And then they gave me a date to go to Springfield. And I went. And I had my hearing. And it took them 2 months to reply. It came in the mail. They granted me full reinstatement. That was in March. And then, like I said, the DMVs be Gestapo, most of them. So they purposely will send you off just so you got to keep coming in like a revolving door, like a fucking nightmare, over and over again. Make you fucking dizzy. So, like I said, once I had all my pedigree information, everything was fine. I ended up finding out that I couldn't get it for like 2 more months, and I was like, well, and this was like 4 days ago. I was like, we're not doing that. But I had to drive 3 hours to a DMV that did walk-ins because it was such a small area, so they didn't have to make appointments. And I was in there 20 minutes waiting, got called up, already had my vision and written done from the fucking other spot, but they couldn't do the driving because they were understaffed. So when I went to go make another appointment, it was like for 2 months. I'm like, no, because everything was booked. So I went out of my way to find this other one. Went there, showed them, gave them everything. Like, all right, let's go out, check the car. They checked, let me do everything. I was on the road 8 minutes. Back in there, 3 minutes, had my license. Yep, and I drove back. And I've been driving ever since legally. I won't drive illegal. Ever since what happened, I just knew how bad it would fuck me more. And then, I had a neighbor who caught 3 DUIs. Yeah, while he lived here, and he doesn't live here anymore. And then he fucking got even more dumb shit. So it was like, and he can't get his license now for 7 years. He can't even attempt to get his license, even if he had all the money in the world. And if he gets another DUI conviction, he's banned for life for getting his license. He'll be put in the black book. Almost like Las Vegas shit. Yeah, he'll never be able to get a license. I read his paper. He showed it to me. He's like, look at this crazy shit. Well, you've already been convicted once, and now you got hit with these other ones. You now, at a bare minimum, you got to wait 7 fucking years before you can drive. So that's your problem, not mine. You made your bed, you fucking lie in it. Like I said, you play stupid games, you win stupid motherfucking prizes. And believe me, life is a motherfucker. Reality hits you real hard. Real fucking quick. What I am. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. See how we're being able to relate? You just admitted it. And that's what this is about. Relating, awareness, being able to coincide with each other. To let you guys know you do have a choice. Don't remove the choice from you, and don't let somebody give you an ultimatum, let alone yourself. Doubt is your true enemy. Time and patience is the true counter. More facts from the Falcon. Solid gold bricks right out of the fucking Federal Reserve. Not, oh, okay, facts. I'm not going to spit bullshit at you. Those are straight fucking facts. Just like a broken clock's right twice a day. Tell me I'm fucking lying. I didn't make that shit up. A broken clock is at least right twice a day. That's a fucking fact. So don't go, oh, okay. Don't do that. Because that's like insulting without trying to be insulting. What's happening, Sean Smith? How you doing, big guy? Like, do I have to elaborate on another solid gold fact, or was that not a good enough one for you? Because that one's older than Moses wore short pants. We're the ones who created time. We're terrestrial. That's another fucking fact. So don't sit here and go, oh, okay, like I'm just shooting this shit out. No, we're not doing that. Don't try to dilute me. You're diluting yourself. All right. Well, if you're sorry, then okay, but you have to come on. I'm a very realistic person just because I started going through havoc at a very young age. Very, very young age. So like I had no choice but to be realistic because that's all there was. Reality. And I never ran from it. So like when somebody said when I state something that is common knowledge, is this fucking fact, like a solid gold bar right out of the fucking Federal Reserve, and somebody goes, oh, okay, they pretty much placating you or saying, yeah, okay, whatever. That's undermining. You're trying to open a door you don't want to close. You apologized. I nullified. I'm cool. Old enough to be your father. I'm actually a grandfather. But that's besides the point. That's not what you asked. But I'm old enough to be your father. At a bare minimum, by default. Yeah, I like people who I can relate to and help prevent unnecessary strife. Prevent them from going through some fucking unnecessary shit that was not needing to happen. I want it to not be so. It was not meant to be so. That's what I want. But you know what they say with certain things, you can't fight fate. So, like with me, like I'm going to tell you guys this too. There's always something good you can pull out of a negative situation too. Just like vice versa. It's the same thing. They coincide together just like life and death, day and night, hot and cold, left and right, up and down, in and out. North and west. You know, north and south, east and west. I mean, fuck. The sun and the moon, the yin and the yang. You can't have one without the other. So, yes. Well, that was even worse. You were talking to my mod? That's even worse because that's the person who can fucking steamroll you without a blink of eye. You won't even hear the hammer drop, let alone a flash of light. Like, that's even worse. You must have a death wish. Or you just must want to suicide by mod by default. Because that's what's going to happen. That's almost equivalent to like in real life when somebody goes, I'm never going back to jail. They can never take me alive. They'd rather get toe tagged. That means they're suicide by cop. Because if they get stopped, they're not going to surrender. No surrender, no white flag. They're going to shoot it out. And guess what? That's suicide by cop. So don't do that. I'm glad that you have the courage to tell the truth. I love that. But when you go, I was talking to her. That's like I said. That's even worse. Yeah, you were standing on the gallows waiting. Now the noose is around your neck. I would turn it around and move it like you're in fast forward if you want to recover. That's all I got to say. Sound off like you have a pair. Yeah. Fuck. Where is it? God damn it. You want to know how to be mod? You sound like somebody who thinks the iron is hot even though it's never been plugged in before. It's still fresh in the box. Are you one of them eccentric types? I'm not talking shit. I used to be one of them people because as a kid, I thought it was cool to see the fucking coffee pot. They take the coffee pot out and it was fucking the bottom part that it sit on was beet red. My goofy little ass stuck my hand on that motherfucker. Ooh. Big Burn took its turn that day. The Ring of Fire. Oh yeah. Talk about motherfucking wake up call. Oh yeah, that motherfucker woke me up with quickness, with deadly purpose, absent the thought. Oh yeah, that thing didn't give a fuck. I did though, because I was like yeah, running around fucking trying to fucking cool my hand down any way possible, fucking doing the wrong thing, and when I seen the right thing about to be done, I'm like, no, I fucking ran off like a wild Shirakawa. Oh yeah, I was fucking going crazy. That's cool. Where are you gonna be fishing? Largemouth, smallmouth, trout, or do you go for the fight? It's not about the earnings. It's the fight. Like I like to go out and fish for the fight. Like northern pikes, they give up good fight. They give up a real good fight. I also like when a fucking snapper, an alligator snapper, grabs on. I don't give a fuck. It ain't a fish. I love turtles. I let them go, but bass, yeah, largemouth, smallmouth. I can do bluegills and shit. Crappie. I love fish. I love fish. Tilapia. No, I do. I like seafood, and I'm talking the food you can see with your eyes and the food from the sea. So, how about that? Oh yeah, that's a little. Just like I've never tried, which I will try, even though it's like flipping a coin. You know, it's like Russian roulette. I'm gonna try pufferfish, and you know, the chefs who prepare that for you, they have to practice for 8 years to 10 years to a decade on that, because it's so vital. If they do it the wrong way and serve it, you're dead. You are fucking dead. So, but I want to try puffer. They say it's a delicacy. They look pretty. I love puffer fish. I honestly, now that I think about it, I don't want to eat a puffer fish, but people eat them and they're really expensive. But yeah, the chefs that you know, break it down, they have to practice years and years and years, almost like a doctor. And I'm telling you, they got some weird ritual, almost like the samurais did. Remember the samurais, how they had that real weird ritual they would do? It's part of the religion. It's called seppuku, spiritual suicide. They would kill themselves. They impale themselves with their own fucking katanas and shit. And that's exactly why we can't find Genghis Khan's fucking body, because, you know, when they buried him, they had a whole bunch of people watching the people who killed, that was burying him. Those people killed them people, and then those guys were killed. And then some other shit happened. And that's facts too. And Genghis Khan, that was a motherfucker. I mean, come on. You write one of the best books there was. That motherfucker did crazy shit. He was, hey, he come to your spot and you thought because he didn't break down the motherfucking door, he wasn't coming in. He didn't need to break down the door. He'd make sure you open the door, or you opened it under false pretense. Because anybody you had out there forging and scouting, guess what? They were on the front line, so. Or he would if that didn't work, guess what? He was making sure nobody get in and out, starve your ass out, and start putting fucking your guys' lit on fire and putting catapults and sending them over the fucking wall. Smashing into you motherfuckers. Into the fucking houses and everything. Your own people. Oh yeah. All sorts of shit. He like I said, he was very reserved. Forced the enemy to reveal himself. I mean, fuck. But that guy, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't know if he thought, he wasn't trying to do the perfect race thing. He was just trying to command and conquer. Let's say he was trying to pull a fucking World War II thing. He made fucking Hitler look like a fucking infected cum baby. Like an infected cum bubble that fucking was undeveloped and fucking just cupcaked or mushroomed. I don't know. Born with 3 assholes and 1 eye. I don't know. Because they estimate that Genghis Khan killed fucking... I don't even want to say how many people, but it was war. It wasn't him putting people in concentration camps because they did nothing wrong. And he wanted to do it because he thought these people were inferior. No, Genghis Khan was just trying to take over the world, almost like in 300, how Xerxes, you know, finally comes upon the Spartans, and there's some resistance. Just like when the fucking landlords, that fucking coward sent over fucking almost 24 grown men to physically make me sign a lease. That wouldn't work out too fucking well. You guys want a preview of that? Go back and look at my old shorts. See how a motherfucker stands up for himself. You know your rights. And you tell a motherfucker what the fuck you doing. You gonna let them know. Guess what? It didn't go their way. Belt got applied to ass. Deadly purpose absent. The thought. Oh yeah. Yes, they are. They are surgeons with fish. And guess what? There's no room for air when they fucking with Puffer. There's no room for air. No room for it. There's no room for air. I can tell you that right now. No fucking room. That's why they have to train that long and go through those apprenticeships. Because they off somebody. They gone. Their bodies, hey, somebody died, they serve it, and they're watching the person. And let's be realistic. Even the best puffer cutter in the world that sets it up. Let's be realistic. It's still a 50-50 chance whether when somebody eats it, they're going to die or not, because it's either going to happen or it's not. And that's a fucking fact. So let's say out of 1,000 of them, every one he hit, he's batting 1,000, right? He's batting 1,000. That still means nothing. You want to know why? Because it could go either way anytime he does it. It's either gonna or it's not. Just like with the weather. It's either gonna rain or it won't. But you know what I'm saying? It can. Just like when you walk out of the house every day. It's a bare minimum, a flip of a coin, that you're going to be able to walk back in. And then the odds get cut down even, the percentage gets cut down even lower if you get on a roadway. Because you can only control what you're doing to an extent. Then you got everybody else and their mothers out running around. You don't know if they're hopped up or fucked or being chased by guys. So like, here's a perfect example. One of the operators of my friends I work with, when I was coming back from my last break, he was running out off the floor, and I was like, what's wrong? And I seen fright in his eyes, and he just helped his parents move, and he stayed down here with his job, and he tells me, my mom, I just got a call, they called here, my mom just got in a terrible accident. Oh, I teared up. I grabbed him, I said, I pray your mom's all right, and he was melting. He was fucking melting. And I would just imagine, because I watched my mom get hit before, turning into a driveway, and a guy in a fucking Ford incline van, E350, drops his Subway sandwich while my mom's turning in, so he goes down to grab it. He's not looking, but while he does, he hits the gas. So hits the end of my ma, and she does a 720 into the ditch. Thank goodness she was wearing her seatbelt. Now, the scratch done to her car was totaled. She was in a LeBaron. I actually launched bricks at the guy because I didn't know that was the reason why it happened. But when the cops got there and I heard him tell, I was going grabbing my fucking sandwich. I said, sandwich? You sandwich? My mother? I launched like 3 bricks. They're like, the next one, we're going to have to cuff you. I said, I don't give a fuck. I said, you're lucky I didn't hit him in the head. He's like, no, I was prostrated with grief, man. Like, I melted when I seen that happen to my mom. So I could just imagine when he got that fucking phone call. Like, that shit traumatized him. That's why I consoled him. Like, I seen the fear in his eyes, like the terror. Like, I like, now I'm hoping for the best and expecting the worst, because that's my motto. And I mean, he even said it, because he's like, dude, I know that, he goes, I hope my mom's all right. He goes, I gotta pray. I said, I know, man. I said, go, do what you gotta do. He poof and disappeared, and he had to. And I would have too. I mean, fuck. But you bring up, I'm bringing up the car, like, you don't get to control this shit. I guarantee she wasn't drunk, because she don't drink, and I know that for a fact. I guarantee some drunk driver hit her, because you wanna know what? It seems all the time these drunk guys or drunk people, or these spark plugs, fucking, they hit somebody and they're so drunk, because they're drunk, their body's all a limp noodle. So they go rolling and they don't feel a thing, and they absorb the impact. But people that are sober and they get hit and it's unexpected, they all die. It seems like that usually always happens. All the innocent fucking die, and the drunk guy lives. But so fuck that. We need to get rid of the fucking negativity and all this insolence and negligence in the world and fill it full of benevolence and make it blissful. No, you're bringing up books and stuff to read. Yeah, knowledge is power. Here, let me explain something to you. You know how I was saying when I was real young, I was a fucking recurring nightmare? I really mean that. I'm talking for anybody and anything. My dad died when I was 9. 2 weeks later, I started going to jail. Before I knew it, juvie was my home. I loved it. I fucking loved it. Oh, I loved it. And when I'd get out, I would try my best, but all it would take is for somebody to do something stupid. And I had that demeanor where it was like, I wasn't even warning you. I'm just teeing off right away. And that's what kept me locked up most of the duration when I was a kid. But before I got locked up, I was a person who looked at people who read books as faggots. I call them that even though I didn't comprehend because I was so young. Bookworms. I would take the book and throw it off, smack it in their face. I would get on the bus, rip pages out of it. And when I got locked up, that's where I read my first whole book. And before you knew it, I used books to sharpen my brain like you use a whetstone to a sword. Oh yeah, I love to read, but we don't need to get into any of that either. That's neither here or there. We're here about us because there's no I in team. I'm on here for you, you guys are on here for me. Give and take, I'm the sun some days, you're the UV panels taking in the UV rays. Opposite, sometimes you guys are the sun shining down on me and I'm taking it in. Right now I think it's a little bit of half and half. Yeah, well, why do you think I brought up, Sun Tzu? Because you want to talk about shit, the art of war. We already been through that though. So like I said, we're already, hey, final notice time. That fucking ship has sailed, okay? That ship has fucking sailed. We can talk about that on another day when I tell you guys before, when the consensus comes, the majority vote says this is what I want. Because that's what I'm telling you. I told you guys this. If you guys want to talk about something, your personal problem in your life, you don't want to, or something you want to ask, don't be afraid, or like you want to bring up a certain topic, go ahead. It doesn't have to be me always having to opening the stages of, well, this is what we're going to talk about. Mostly it's to check in to the database, let you all know what's happening with me, because a lot of people, they know where I was at. They know when I started, I had no fucking license. And I was just doing my best to keep even keel. Doing my best to maintain. Can I get a napkin, please? Or a tissue or something? So you read so many books. James Redfield is the man. Hey, each his own. I can't. I admire you for that. The first, I don't know if you've read books, I'm going to say this. I will tell you this though. My first book that I read was Blood and Chocolate. Yeah. And you want to know what? Before I read any book, when I was in the library trying to grab one, before I get locked down, I would grab it based off the cover. Even though I know how to read perfectly fine, I just refused to read. But now you're locked in the cell a lot, So you got to start taking that negativity and turning it into positivity. So before you know it, I started reading Blood and Chocolate. And that's about vampires and werewolves going at it with each other. Not jumping each other's bones, literally ripping flesh from bone and breaking bone to drain marrow, like my mod does when people don't behave. So remember, it is the weekend. End of the week, act accordingly. The weekend's still here. A lot of people fucking think you got diplomatic immunity when you're out roaming around. Oh, the weekend I'm gonna go fucking rock out my cock out. I'm time to decompress. Behave and act accordingly and be vigilant. Shape up, because any second, boom, motherfuckers go down the fucking road, fucking go to the drinking hole. Don't know the cop's fucking sitting there at the corner. He goes to pull in, he gets right behind and pulls him over. And you've been at the bar for 6 hours and you only live a block away. Why didn't you just fucking walk? or drink at home. Privacy. I mean, unless you're a socialite on steroids, there's no reason to be in a bar because you're being overcharged, and it's not for the irony. The only, oh yeah, you're at a bar, but anything can happen to you at any time, and it's out of your control. Just like, at least at your house, your boundaries are set. You have nothing to worry about. You have a peace of mind. So God forbid if somebody kicks down the door and makes it part of the fucking floor, you know how to follow with protocol. In a bar, when you're sitting at a stool with your back turned to everybody, you get fucking dry gulched. Matter of fact, there's a bar right down the road from me in broad daylight, and it's only under a quarter mile on the same street away from the police station. 2:30 in the afternoon, like 10 years ago, somebody walked in there with a 44 Magnum, put 3 in somebody's head while they were having a drink. Yeah, 3 in their head. Turned their head in a canoe with the first shot. Blew half of it away to his head. They couldn't even identify him after that. They had to use his fingerprints. There was no head. Yeah, the guy didn't even see it coming. Yeah, and guess what? They never caught that dude that did it. So, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it don't matter whether you get caught or not, because that's why there's this thing called karma. We all get away with something here, there, and there throughout our lives. Just like we're all destined for great and unfortunate things. And that's a fucking fact too. Great and unfortunate things. And here's another fact. We're made up of half good and bad. Yes, we are. But what makes us special is we were given free will. So we're able to administer what we want when we want. Sometimes we like to play God. Sometimes you wake up and stop. But I'll tell you this, when you get away with shit here in this world, karma makes sure you're even with the fucking house. Oh yeah. And why do you think I haven't had a license my whole life? Karma. Another fucking fact. Karma. That's why I didn't get my license till 2 days ago. So, because of karma. Like I said, you get what you give in life. So if I can prevent you guys from going through this bullshit, even one person, then I know I did something right. And the thing is, I could care less about the notoriety or this and that. I just want people to know that they're not in a corner and they can't get out of it. You do have a choice. People are afraid to change. Don't be afraid. Don't be timid. Give yourself a chance. Be easy on yourself. Take your time. Take your fucking time. Seriously. You only get this once before we go to the next life. This is a test run for what's to come. This is a vessel full of substance, which is our soul. When our soul leaves, it's a hollow vessel. That's why it goes bye-bye. We're going somewhere. Yeah. Fuck Uber. Last time I tried to use an Uber, I used it twice. First time was decent. Second time, the Uber driver tried to fucking rob me. I broke his fucking jaw and he got arrested. Tried rolling my arm up in the window. Yeah. Yeah, he tried to fucking take... what the fuck you think you doing? Held it so he could... Bink, 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 bink. He goes, I'm calling the cops. I go, good, you silly son of a bitch. Punch him a couple more times. Fucking roll my arm up in the window, trying to drag me off. Fuck out of here. And guess what? He went to jail, not me. That was self-defense. And he got charged with, they wanted to charge him with attempted murder, but I wasn't hurt. They couldn't. Aggravated assault with a fucking vehicle. Because he rolled my arm up in the window and tried to drag me. He actually did drag me a little bit until I fucking started playing belt to ass with my fist, trying to turn his face into mushmelon. Yeah, I bet it did. Uber, you can't trust these motherfuckers, man. And you can't trust them because they can't trust anybody they got. I'm going to tell you this right now. It ain't what it used to be. It ain't what it used to be. There's Uber drivers that get fucking robbed. So, I understand like that, but for it to be the opposite, I was the last person you need to worry about. This motherfucker was trying to rob me. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. The minute I seen his window going up my eye, I'm like, oh, hell no. I had to give it to him. I had to give him the 1-2. And believe me, all he kept saying and repeating was, I'm calling the police, you're going to jail. I'm calling the police, go to jail. And I was like, go ahead. I even fucking pulled my phone out and dialed 911 and said, here, hit green out. Go ahead. Call him off my phone and run away. Watch what happens. He called the cops all right, and guess what? He went to jail. I didn't. And that might be something one day that I might pull out of the pot, because like I said, he acted like a hysterical little bitch. And you know, the body cam footage, yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking goofy. What a fucking spark plug. Not worth a pot and a piss in or a window to fucking throw it out of. Must have been drinking zombie piss his whole life, because his fucking mind was a mushroom. He turned into a fucking mushroom, his brain did. And on top of it, he did it at my work. So I got it from all angles. Oh yeah, and it was so funny. Like, certain people knew I just not to be playing around. And when they seen that, they're like, "What the fuck?" And then like before you knew it, I had like a little fucking like not a lynch mob on dude, but like I had a fucking crowd of, because we were all trying to go home and shit. Motherfucker was sitting there waiting. And like I said, it's my second time using an Uber. And the first time I used it trying to get a ride home from work. So glad I didn't send this guy, because he didn't have my destination where I was going. None of that. You know, just he wanted money right away. And I was like, no, don't work that way. Like a cab, let me get in the car. No, you know, I was trying to hey, I was tired. I was fucking tired. I was worn the fuck out. I really didn't want to argue or even try to debate. So I figured, hey, fuck it, here. And before I knew it, he was trying to just take. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you got me fucked up, man. I mean, you got me real fucked up. But what was so funny, he thought I was gonna go to jail. No, I was ready to what I was ready to do was fucking build a ramp up to his fucking ass, because they had to put him on the fucking second floor. Go fill a ramp up to his fucking ass and shove one of these up in there. Like that motherfucker. Yeah, a quarter stick. Or a half stick, or a full stick or something. Fuck it. Yeah, is anybody getting ready for the 4th of July, by the way? Anybody getting ready for the 4th of July? Because I am. Oh yes, I'm getting ready. I start with the heavy artillery and work my way down. Yes, Yerskis. You fucking know it. Oh yes, Yerskis. And then, like I said, and this is just a little bit, I'm gonna fucking used to shoot those motherfuckers out of. Bloop. Start blowing away fucking dry rotted trees and shit. Yeah, I got mortars, all sorts of shit. Stuff to shoot fucking 200 feet sky in the air and fucking just all sorts of crazy stuff. Like literally, man, I'm gonna be putting fucking sinkholes in the ground and shit, craters. I'm gonna be fucking. People are gonna be out here fucking doing their shit like they thought they were, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah. Anytime you annoy me, because they love to start about 3 or 4 days prior, and then they do it 3 or 4 days after the 4th. So I've got fucking like 400 of these bad boys, and I'll be lucky if I use 40, because these guys will calm the fuck down. Like, do your shit right, otherwise I will reply with one of those every time. And then if those don't work, then I'll pull out a half. And if that don't work, then I'll pull out a full one. I don't give a fuck. And I'll shoot that shoot that bitch in the air and let it explode fucking 500 feet in the sky. And believe me, that fucking the sound, the radiation, oh my god, it's better to you get more entertainment from that than fucking watching it blow a fucking crater in the gun. But yeah, I don't like motherfucker, and I ain't got to worry about no shrapnel. None of that motherfucker just gonna be evaporated. It ain't gonna be. There won't even be paper mache coming down, but it'll get the point across. Oh yeah, it will get the point across. But I don't think I'll even have to pull out full sticks. I don't think so. I'll pull out a couple of quarters, but I'm gonna be when it comes to that shit, I'll be mostly with the quarters. Maybe a couple halves, but the full ones, no. Somebody's got to do something stupid like try to pull out an assault rifle or some gun with a drum clip on it with a switch like a bitch. That right there would make me pull out a full stick, and then maybe the Floyd cut or something. But no, the full stick. Fuck it. Because I guarantee that let that motherfucker throw through, yeah, you're going to have some trouble somewhere. I love fucking throwing those motherfuckers in water and hearing them sink, and then like 3-4 seconds later, boom! It's almost like a generic test of when they were doing the nuclear bomb out in the ocean back in the 50s or 60s. Yeah, it does the same fucking thing. It does the same thing. Only the quarters do it. I can't even remember how a full stick would go, but I got them all. Yeah, fireworks are fun as long as you behave with them, because they're not toys. Just like, no, you have to behave and be vigilant and shape the fuck up. Otherwise, they'll shape you up. I don't see fucking triangles and rectangles. They'll be assholes and elbows once it's done blowing up. So you gotta fucking behave and act accordingly when you mess with things like that, okay? Be careful when you play with fireworks, from little to small, because the ring of fire is waiting to burn somebody. Burn that ass up in the ashes to get washed the fuck out. I don't want nobody getting hurt during 4th of July. I'm serious now. Don't be on none of that fucking crazy shit like, oh, this is the time to fucking set the bar high. Nah, it's a time to relax and try to reminisce on the good times that you're creating, because the last time that I got this type of stuff was from my brother who died last year. His neighbor legally can make it because he has degrees in chemistry and all that, and has the proper, yeah. So I was getting them from my brother's neighbor. Well, he was getting them from him. I wasn't getting them directly from him, but my brother was, and I miss my brother. I miss my brother so much. It's pretty soon it's going to be a year, and it seems like yesterday I just talked to him. There's a lot of people I miss. I took a lot of blows last year, this year, fuck. My whole life, like I said, everything like fucking. But yeah, I want everybody to have fun, because I figured I'd do mine live. Do some of it live and make some videos too. Because 2 years ago at my cousin's house, he threw a Fourth of July, and we had a blast. I was, he don't like nobody recording, but I can, and he won't yell at me. But anybody else pulling out the phones, he doesn't like that shit. So he let me in. It's so funny. Like, he's like, I'm glad I fucking always have you around, because you always make sure you capture moments that are there that last forever. And it's like, hey, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So, but yeah, I can't wait to get busy. But no, I got these big packages coming. I didn't order them. I'm getting them from my family, like them. I just didn't have the room in my car. I didn't have the room in my car, and I wasn't getting pulled over with them bitches. Fuck that. I don't need no bullshit right now. Once you got them and you're fucking in your own part, you're fine. And you're not victimizing people with them. You're fine. Yeah. Stuffed up. So, anybody else messing around with mortars and big stuff and gonna have some beautiful stuff blowing in the sky? Making the twilight in your life? If not, I mean, I can look out a little bit. Maybe. All you gotta do is tune in when I go live. I'll let you guys see what I got, and you guys can pick. I'm gonna let my shorty, I'm gonna let my daughter, I'm gonna surprise her with the shit. I'm gonna be like, here, check this out. And when she sees it, I'll be like, yeah. And then I'm gonna let her pick certain ones out and let her do what she wants with them. I'm gonna record that. And then, like I said, I'll have a set amount so you guys can when I go on live. And then you guys can see what I got, and you can pick what you want done in unison, all right? Chronological order, however the fuck you want to do it. Flapjacking, dynamite stick to every mortar, or whatever the fuck's gonna happen. I don't know. Whatever I got, we'll pick and choose. I'll let you guys pick. Your word, my will. How about that for 4th of July? Is that cool? Because yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I probably will drop probably 200-300, maybe four. And when you're getting the best fireworks available and not the fucking no road stand shit. The shit cities use the fucking for their festivals and stuff like that and better. You know, real shit. I'm not cooking with gas or nitroglycerin. I got that wildfire. Oh yeah. That dragon breath. I burn shit into ash. Turn shit, vaporize that shit, and make into a distant memory, fading away with deadly purpose, hasting the time at hand. Yes, there is. There is way more than that. You're right. But I can't sit here and keep, I gotta go the way I go. But no, you were absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So if you want to elaborate, have at it. The floor is yours, Commodore. Zachary Burks. You say, hey, you open the door. The floor is yours, Commodore. Elaborate. Because you are right. There is way more than that. So elaborate for me, please. Tell me. Tell me what you got or what you're going to get. If I don't have, I can fucking go to my grandpa's old land that my family still owns that he bought during his leaves on both of his leaves during World War II. My family still owns that shit, so like, maybe I go there. But if I'm already starting shit in my spot, see, this is the thing. Where I'm at, everybody gets in competition with themselves. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna spend like 3-4 hundo. Like I did a couple favors for my family, so you know that a parting gift. I got 30 of those right there. I got 20 quarters and 10 halves. And then fulls, I got 10 of them coming. But I'm getting a lot more of them. Nah, I got all sorts of other shit that's coming. Like I said, I haven't messed with fireworks like that in a hot minute. Last time I messed with fireworks like that, I think me and somebody actually had to beat somebody up because they stole money from one of my friends, and they had all these fucking badass fireworks, and we just took it as reprimands, you know? It was either that, or we were gonna just keep fucking going, and he didn't want it to keep going, because his ass was grass, and we were the lawnmowers. And he was well overdue for a fucking trimming. You got more than a fucking trimming. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we took that was when I was a teenager, so, like, but the last time I had anything close like this, like I said, my brother, but I'm not gonna lie, like my daughter was a baby at the time. This was years and years and years before my brother passed, and he hasn't even been gone a year. Fucking, yeah, his neighbor legally could make them. Legally could. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's cool. Fuck yeah. There's nothing wrong with spending half of a G on that. Not at all, man. Fuck. Like I said, I probably pushed that, but that was a parting gift, so I'm gonna drop like 200-300 on them things. I'm probably gonna piss a lot of people off because there's a lot of people ain't gonna get them because they're all taken. But oh well, early bird gets the worm. Early bird gets the worm. I'll tell you that. This hair of mine, God, Lord. Planned on cutting it, but I guess I'm gonna let it grow for more than one reason. I know it looks crazy, but that's what happens when I'm at work. So I have to fucking keep this shit on, and then I gotta have a hard hat on, and I got a ninja mask. Yeah. So I'm like Shinobi. They want to play a joke around, call me Obi-Wan Kenobi. Fuck that. You won't even hear it when I hit you with that shit like Shinobi. Flying star right in your fucking... I don't know. My hair looks like it's trying to do the Johnny Blaze thing right now, or something. Or I don't know. It just does what it does. I just let it be. But when I'm at work, I can't have that shit exposed at all. I mean, even over this, the do-rag, skull cap, and then my mask. I still, before I put my hard hat, I have to put on a hairnet. So don't want that fucking bullshit in my hair. Detrimental to your health. Comb it with a wet comb. Wet combs don't stay wet too long, especially with hair like this. The way the way that one day when you're like, you don't look like you're going to therapy. You look like you're going to a date. Shit, I didn't even do nothing with my hair. That was me fresh out the shower. Yeah, I didn't even touch my hair. That was me. That's what happens when it dries. It fluffs up and just does its thing. Just like if I ever shave my head, I got cowlicks. If anybody knows what that is, they look like swirls in your head. And I'm talking like you'll have them in certain spots, and I'm not talking about this. That's not a cowlick. That's a scar from an injury. That was another part, almost a bane of my existence. I don't even want to go through. We go through that some another time, but yeah, my hair is my hair. I guess I won't keep it for a while. Fuck it. No, I don't need no grease. Fuck, I shower every day and I can walk right. I mean, by the time I get home from work, if I ain't got no butter or margarine, fuck, right onto the frying pan if I want to make steak and eggs. Shit. No, I'm serious. I mean, look at it. And I took a shower at fucking 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you see? So what happens when you work? When you work hard, when you work really hard and you're on your feet nonstop, and you're fucking like, I have before, and that's how I got in a fight with somebody, because they kept, the minute they seen that I greased my hair, or asked me if I did, and then they touched my hair, like, and this was like when I was young, called me Grease Lightning. Okay, buddy. I hope you got your Nikes on, buddy, because if I'm Grease Lightning, you better have the Nikes. And he didn't. Whatever. I didn't either that night. I was drunk. That was the same night I was talking about that fight where a homie told me to take off his shoot. I told him fuck off. He's like, all right, whatever. I had no idea that his stepdaddy was training him, because his stepdaddy was a Golden Gloves boxer. He didn't beat my ass, but it was a stalemate. Yeah, because he was able to pull my shirt over my head at one point, and just was taking my shirt and pulling me into his punches. After the third one, I just grabbed for his head, still with me being veiled, and just headbutted him. And that decalibrated him completely. Desensitized him, everything. Put him on his back like a turtle. And I was just like, waiting for him to nothing happened. He got up, we shook hands, we've never had a fucking problem since. Now these days, nobody can take an ass whooping, let alone they get butthurt, you say the wrong thing or look at them wrong. I'm so quick to fucking pull a gun and shoot you. Fuck that. I know what it's like to be shot, and that's not fun. None of that shit's fun. You can get shot in the foot and die. Shot in the leg. Motherfuckers think you get like hit in the leg or something. You can't. Like, fuck if you can't. But you forget you got an artery in there, amongst many other spots. Trifecta. Death by design. Right? That's why there's a lot of people out there. They're like, I go for the body and the head, or they go, I'm a leg shooter, because they just like to shoot at legs, because they know if they crack that one, they're getting the artery. If you don't get the fucking, depending on what they hit you with, and if it's a hollow point or metal piercing bullet, or some crazy fucking shit like some depleted uranium. Yeah, it don't matter then they hit that. You done anyways by default. Your body's dead, you just don't know it yet. I mean, they do fucked up shit. No, I'm not no combat veteran, but that doesn't. No, I'm not. That's funny because there's a hummingbird outside humming right now, right in front of me. I can't show you because the fans, you wouldn't be able to see it. Yes. And you be good and you take care of that girlfriend of yours. Take care of that girlfriend of yours. Take care of your queen. Don't objectify her. She's not a piece of meat. Hey, women do it to guys. I'm not saying this is a guy thing. I'm just telling you. This is a fucking human thing. Yeah, I think sometimes women do it more than men. Unless, you know, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I know I was objectified before. I had a girl have sex with me, wanted to have sex with me, only have sex with me because nobody else could. I mean, she wasn't like a whore or nothing, but like, she wasn't getting no satisfaction. And we jived, and this is hot. I was a teenager. I cracked her once, she didn't want to crack nobody else. And she didn't want, you know, it was crazy. She actually wanted me to get a mold so she could have it. Didn't happen. Didn't happen though. Yeah. Trees are doing yoga. It's so beautiful outside. What I like right now is how it's getting bright out. The trees are doing yoga. Nice, beautiful winds. I'm cool, even though the AC's on the fritz. I had a good fucking day. Nothing but solid gold. I don't know how. I probably got fucking. Well, all of yesterday was all overtime for me, from the time I went in till the time I went out, and some dope. So, and then 7 o'clock last night till like 2, 3 in the morning. That was all overtime for me too. Anything over 8 hours is overtime, and anything over 40 hours a week is overtime. So, and I've got like, I don't know, 60 something hours in, maybe 70, give or take, because I worked on my day off. And we always get overtime. We don't. It's not a gas. Like, it's not like a gas station thing. We never get out at the same time ever, and it'll never, ever will happen. Ever, never does. It never will. Just don't work that way because of how high the demand for our product is. Those fucking orders from all around the world. We gotta take care of shit. We gotta take care of that business. Oh yeah. For some odd reason, airflow. Yeah. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I do notice, though, that how I continue to go live and not do videos. I've only been doing shorts now and lives. I've noticed that things just get better and better and better. No matter if there's a little negativity, none, or a lot. It always gets better. Like, everything gets better. More people are happy. They got a peace of mind. I think they claim they found a home. I'm happy about it. Like Mr. Noah. I still can't get over a man of admiration, a man amongst men, that young man. Asks me permission to call his crush and ask her out, and she doesn't know anything. I said, fuck, you won't know unless you try. And guess what? That man did it. She said no, but that's not a bad thing. She might be the one hitting him up one day because, you know, or it might have just opened, it did open the door to new horizons for him, so, you know, admiration to Noah. For real. Sorry, my nose is all stuffed up. It's better than it fucking leaking like a sieve, I'll tell you, when I fucking, in the really cold areas, like the deep freeze shit like that, man, I don't give a fuck who you are. Everybody's nose leaks in there like a fucking, like a broken pipe. It's annoying, but it happens. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Comes with the territory. Almost like doing this. I know it comes with the territory. Haters popping on, popping up like a fucking mushroom, and throwing caution to the wind, hoping they get some kind of something out of it. But there's no tangibility to be getting, because everything they throw is hollow vessels with no substance. So, yes, I've got ice in a thermos. I put that in there. This ice can actually sit in this. The guy's got insulated thermoses. It can actually sit out in the sun 110 weather, and it'll stay ice for 2.5 days. And the third day, it's still ice cold, but there's no ice. It's ice cold water. So yeah, I got it full of ice, and I put my Karmas in there. Yes, I do. I love my probiotic. It keeps me immune from all the fucking idiotic. And then by default, it gives me a perk in being supersonic. Shit, I want some fucking steak and eggs too. I know you didn't say. I'm waiting for his. I know he's gone probably, but I'm waiting for him to go. Who said I was making steak and eggs? Nobody. I did. You brought up breakfast, buddy. You opened up the door about breakfast, and I eat food. You wouldn't want me at your house. I'd eat the fucking hinges off your fucking refrigerator. Off the doors. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm the type of person, when somebody sees me, they think I got a fucking tapeworm or something. And I'm like, sorry, I don't practice that dieting. In Asia, that's their main dieting trick. They actually induce a fucking parasite tapeworm into the body. And that's like one of their fucking most famous forms of dieting in Asia. Is tapeworm. I see the fine lining, but I would never let somebody put a parasite in me and let me become the fucking Vic, where it's eaten before I am, even though it's going down my mouth first. Fuck that. Fuck that. I don't think so. Just like I make sure all my shit's fucking cooked, because I don't want no trichinosis or none of that bullshit. None of that shit. I ain't playing with none of that shit. Oh, I know, but in Asia, fuck. People that start getting fat and obese because they're eating too much wonton or whatever, and they can't shape the fuck up for a new wonton. That's what they do. Like the ones who won't actually work, they get on a fucking treadmill and start a regiment. They just go to a fucking doctor and cut corners, and there's always an easy way of doing shit, but the risk outweigh the benefits. Yeah, you're gonna lose weight and you're gonna be able to eat as much as you want, but you got a fucking parasite in you, and it's slowly taking you over. Little do you know, because those things fucking break off. They connect your fucking intestine walls. You start shitting them out. You know, all sorts of weird. Like fuck that. No. I thought somebody at work had a tapeworm because they're always walking around scratching their ass in front of it. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? You either got fucking hot red chili pepper flakes up in your ass, or you got something weird going on. Fuck. I will tell you this though. When I was young, very, very young, one of the times I went to jail before. Yeah, you can fast. You can fast. There's nothing wrong with fasting. Don't fucking try the Nutrisystem or Jenny Craig or those goddamn dealer meal cards that fuck don't work. Don't even fucking try that trash. Or the Russell Simmons or the South Beach diet food. All that shit's fucking fuck all. I'll scribble fuck all over their faces. Shit. You just gotta fucking get shit rolling, man. You just gotta have that ambition to want to fucking lose it. Like if I start getting fat and obese and I start getting all fucking, I want somebody to say and be like, dude, I want to, like, well, you need to maintain it. I don't like the cut of your jib. You got stairs. Okay, we'll work on it. I'm not getting a facelift though. Hear this, hear this, hear this. We're going to have to sit down one day. What? I love that. What with the question mark? What's the question? No, No, you just made me happy with what you said. That's all. And I know you're probably like, that don't make no sense. Sometimes things ain't supposed to make sense. You said what? That's funny as hell. What? What do you mean what? You heard me. You're fine. What, you think you're overweight? I can't keep fat on to save my life. I can gain muscle, but I can't keep fat on. I cannot keep fat on. I cannot keep fat on. I want to play some chess too. Not checkers, so don't come to my don't try to play checkers on my chessboard. I might have heard of it, but I have no insight on it though. Have you ever heard of fucking project to fucking stand up and be somebody? I have. I created it. I help people conjure the courage to stand up and fucking be somebody. No, I don't know nothing about Clockwork Orange, but I do know that we created time if it has anything to do with that. But other than that, I don't know nothing about it. So. What are you doing? Why are you fucking with my lunch bag? Damn. Always fucking with my lunch bag and shit. Always fucking. I gotta take this shot. My belt's still on. I gotta take that motherfucker. I've been out work for a while. Fuck. Oh. I feel like I gotta fucking. I feel like when I see those girls on corsets and those old fucking those old motherfucking movies, I feel like I'm fucking. Squeeze me. Why? What's here? Elaborate. R1, R2, R2D2's dad. Are you? Oh, damn. We got epic historical events happening. We have R2D2's dad on here. R1, R2. That's R2D2's dad. Ooh, we never seen him in the movies of Star Wars, did we? If we seen him, we just didn't see him. It was almost like inadvertently how Disney's sick ass fucking, with all those fucking Disney fucking kid films, would make those weird shapes of you know what. So your mind, you wouldn't see it, but your mind would and take it in. Fuck that. Poor Robin Williams. You know, he made some of the best. And you know, when he found out about that shit, that he was depressed. Anyways, but that shit fucking destroyed him. That was like the fucking catalyst to the door to open. I don't know. I don't like to see fucking. And they always claim that, you know, the people who seem so happy, how go to the most says. And that might be true with a lot, but I've always been able to take the good with the bad and never run away from it. You know how, like, guilt, some people can't live with guilt. Like a fucking bag of bricks, just let it go and keep walking. You can't do that with reality, though, because no matter what you do, it's always going to be sitting there waiting for you, especially if you're out being self-destructive, getting drunk, gambling, getting high. Yeah, you leave reality, you're up in the sky. You're so high you ozone, right? But what happens when you come down? What's waiting for you? Like a fucking monkey on your back. Reality. Along with many other things. So it's like, you got to learn to start fucking being able to calibrate and, as, you know, just dealing with things that you normally wouldn't want to deal with. Set goals for you guys. Set goals for yourself. Set goals for yourself, please. That's another way you will fucking elevate. And you want your quality of life to build. Yeah, I mean... Oh, yeah, just like time doesn't heal. You just get numb to it. You get immune to it. Fuck. Just like they forgive or forget. No, there is life after death. Yes, Yerskis. There is life after death. No doubt. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. No doubt. Oh. No doubt at all. Hell no, it doesn't. Just like death doesn't discriminate. It does not discriminate. When it's time, it's time. See, a lot of people don't realize this. No matter what you try to do, the minute you're born, you start to die, and there's already a clock, like a floating emoji above you. You just don't see it, and it's a ticker that's counting down. Oh, yes. The headless horseman has no qualms about coming through and doing his rounds. Or the Grim Reaper, whoever the fuck you want to call. Because Ghostbusters ain't going to help you with those people. The Ghostbusters will become statistics, along with everybody else who tries to fucking go against something that's fate. Just like another thing, don't be forcing stuff. Anything, when you force stuff, nothing good comes of it. You got to take your time and be reserved. Like if you're trying to get to know somebody or you're interested in them, as much as you might be enthusiastic or eccentric or these days what they call thirsty, or you just intrigued and you want to know more, you gotta work up to that. You gotta build up to that, if you know what I mean. I'm very reserved. I just don't. I want everybody to know that I'm here for y'all. You guys are here for me, and in a way that we take care of each other. That's how we coincide. One thing that I eventually will be doing, because I've done it before on my channel. I mean, it wasn't it wasn't like something that was spectacular, but I will be doing interviews where people who are willing to do interviews that I know or I can come across, so we get their perspective on life on things, and maybe you guys can. No, just because you guys would be very surprised, like, fuck, we going on out there. Like, we're not going to be out there doing stupid fucking shit. Like, talking to somebody, and when somebody walks by, throw a fucking water balloon at them and almost get our fucking head shot off. And, oh, it's a joke. We're not doing that dumb retard shit. We're not, that shit's going to get everybody killed one day. And it does get people killed. You know, there's a lot of shit that we need to worry about that we can't control, but we can talk about it and try to spread the awareness so eventually the right ears will hear it, and then something starts generating. Like, I don't understand why we keep letting school shootings happen. And not us, I'm talking, you know what I mean. Oh, well, we got a school cop. There should be a fucking command post at every school. There just should be. So they're on standby. There is no reaction time like, oh, the minute we get the call, we'll be there in 8 minutes, even while we're flying. No, there should be a command post there with people sitting, almost like a fucking fire station. At a school, yes. If they're there, I'm not saying 24 hours, but I'm just saying if there's kids there being taught, they're a school cop, that's a truancy officer, come on. Those motherfuckers used to wake me up and drag me out of bed, and when I would resist, they just send me to jail. Those guys don't do shit. They're like rent-a-cops to me. Renting Jakes. Well, you want me to cave the other side of your fucking head in? That's what I want, you know, like, fuck that shit. I just don't understand, like, how that became such a fucking trend. And it's so negative. Like, that's why I say we're so weak and feeble-minded. Why is the world built on negative? It's because it's in our nature to destroy ourselves. You ever notice anything positive get snuffed out real quick? I mean, come on, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, people who invented things that ain't out yet, but are, you know, certain people have the plans. Like this guy, he built a motor that ran on nothing but H2O water. And he went across the fucking from one side all the way to the other side of America. And he used, I don't know, like 60-something gallons, 40-something gallons. Or maybe he was just, but either way, certain people caught wind of it, and they're like, oh, we want to talk to you. We want to see, we're interested in your invention. Well, guess what? He went to go see whoever the fuck he's seen, and he came up missing like Jimmy Hoffa, only he wasn't on a fucking milk carton, and his plans never fucking developed. Just like, think about this. You see why though, right? If the car's running on water, what would that do? What would that do to America? Because I'm telling you now, America might be a country, but it's a business first. America's a fucking business first before it's a country. Just to let you know that. So why was that such a threat? Because it would have destroyed part of the economy. And why? And another thing, why do we pay for water? Because it's common knowledge our bodies are made up of 75% water, and we need it. We should never ever be paying for water. Now they're starting to charge people for road tax. Every mile you ride, you're gonna get fucking charged. They're doing this. If they start in certain states, it's gonna start picking up everywhere else. Just like legalizing marijuana. It's picking up everywhere else. There's certain states that are still gun-ho. As long as they're being placated by certain other politicians and getting what they want, they're not gonna let it in because of control freaks. Because, I'm sorry, politicians are control freaks. That's what it's about. Politics. Getting what they want. Well, you do this for me, I'll do that for you. This and so it's like certain states are just Gestapo. Certain states are like the Florida. They just denied the ban for transgender health reform or some shit or something for the transgenders. That doesn't bother me. That's a good thing, because whether you're asexual or you only play for the blue team or the pink team, or you play for both, you're still a human being. Yeah, you might have went out of your way to have a tune-up done and get more than your oil changed, but that's either near here. That's your choice. You want to do it like, Jenner, Olympic runner. Man, nothing but man. He must have felt like a woman inside, or wanted to know what it was like to be a woman, or both. Hey, people have dreams. Some people, and everyone has their right to their own opinion. So, like, you do what you got to do when you got to do. Some people think it's disgusting. Some people think it's an abomination. Some people go, I don't give a fuck. To me, I don't give a fuck like that. They can do what they want. It's their body. If they have the means, let them do it. They won't know unless they try. If they want to know that bad, they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out. But that's what I'm saying. I'm yawning. I'm not even really tired. No, because I know I ain't got to go to work this afternoon, but this ain't a day off. This is not a day off. Everyone, I want somebody to be like, how it ain't a day off and you don't go to work? And it's not because I worked on my day off. Because a day off and a Sunday are two different things. There's no production on Sunday. So that's why it's not a day off. Because nobody works on Sunday. And they just said that they're trying to put us in 7-day rotation here in a month or two, which means I work 6 days by default because I want to become management. Everybody else works 5 days, okay? Well, if you sign the paper to do 7-day rotation, what happens is every other week you'd work 7 days and then you'd work 5. But if you're trying to be management with me, it would just, what's another extra day? I would probably take the day off every other week if I'm working 7, because I'm still going to get what I need and I'm still going to maintain at a bare minimum 6 days. So, but every other week you get 6 days. It'd be 7 days, then the next week 6 days. 7 days and 6, and that's when they will start production on Sundays. But they say it's getting close. That's why they start having people sign the paper. So, but other than that, I don't count today as a day off because they're not running. There's nobody in there. So I can go in there right now. It's a fucking ghost. It's a fucking big ass fucking hollow vessel. There ain't a fucking soul in there. Nothing but a whole bunch of CCTV and fucking I don't know, obstacle illusions. I know I could go right up in there right now. Nobody would stop me. Cops ain't gonna get called. I got clearance to go through it, but I have no reason to be there. And believe me, I just worked 6 fucking days. Like I said, I had my day off yesterday or the day before, Friday. So why the fuck would I want to be there right now? I don't. I'm taking advantage of the Sunday. Thank goodness for Holy Day, right? I want to see some. Hey, nobody ever wants to. Everybody, hey, everybody start. Look at it's close to 2 hours. Everyone, bloop, bloop, it gone. But people pop in and out here and there. What do you want? Sue, fucking cat keeps fucking like trying to claw me. What's crazy is how like I could care less about likes, but I love when I see somebody just go out of the way hit a like. That's cool. Yeah, totally. Actual factual, not my thumbs fucking feel like typewriter fucking the ink spot. Seriously, dude, they're raw like my feet. And what's funny is, no, I said, my calluses are coming back. Well, they actually are now. There is no more blisters. My calluses are slowly coming back, so I'm happy. I'm so fucking happy about that. Now I ain't got to fucking worry about the side of my fucking. Like, if they feel good, they are. Yeah. Voice to voice. Voice to voice. I can't hear no voices. Everybody hear my voice though. Everybody see me. Everybody see me. I don't get to see nobody. Everybody else is a silhouette with a question mark in front of it or above it. Almost like they're looking for the person who's running the gambit. Who's at the top? We don't know who's pulling the strings, but we're gonna find out 12 years later. Motherfucker's still a silhouette with a question mark on there. They haven't even got to the 3rd level under him. Like fuck that. I give a lot of myself out, like, hey, you get what you give. And oh, Noah, we were just talking about you. I was just talking about how oh no, it's Nora. I'm sorry. Hey, what's up? He. Nora, he. What's happening? What's happening? Oh, they're hating. Who knows what? Only God knows what the future might bring. Our intentions are just a whole nother thing, like an identity. Yeah, I'm fucking. I'm hungry. Hungry? God knows. If you were Noah, yeah, but I couldn't talk bad about you anyways, Nora. You didn't do anything wrong. And if you did, I don't know nothing about it. I think my mod would have caught on, so no. Fuck. No. I'm hungry and I don't know what to eat. I was thinking about going out to eat, but I'm not doing that. No, I did too much. I worked too hard. I just want to I want to keep trucking. Like I told you, I hit the ground and didn't look back. And that's why I'm elevating at a geometrical rate, absent negative thoughts, with the task at hand, with deadly purpose. I don't give a fuck about all those wagging tongues and tethering eyes. There's nothing wrong with loving chicken. You want to know what the true chicken of the sea is? Frog legs. I love frog legs. I like to go gigging. Yeah. Anyone knows gigging is? That's frog hunting. And I love frogs anyways, but I love frog legs. Like, that's the real chicken of the sea. Yeah, well, gigging consists of you hunting frogs. You're looking for big bullfrogs. leopard frogs, big, shit like that. And what happens is at night when they're all out and about, and you shine a flashlight on them, it's like a deer in the headlights. They turn to stone, and then you take a prong, like a pitchfork, and you got them, drop, spot them, sparkle, drop them, got them. That's how I call it. Frog legs are fire. Oh, got shit. I might actually a year back, maybe a year and a half back. You look at my shit, probably see me cooking frog legs or because I feel very amphibious. I even have a frog suit, and I don't even need it. Yeah, I have a real frog suit. Yeah, just like the French calls a fucking a quarter pounder a Royale with cheese because they don't use the metric system. And I'm not saying that just because of Pulp Fiction, but it's just like you can get beer there. Things are different there, It's just how the way of the world. Just like ketchup, what we like is ketchup. Their ketchup is mayonnaise. To them, that's the equivalent. Even though they use ketchup, but they use mayonnaise like we use ketchup. Amongst many other things, just like it's a natural thing for women not to shave their armpit hair or their legs over there. Yeah. Oh yeah. I bet they do. I bet they do. I bet they fucking do. Asia, I mean, come on, Asia, they fucking do Kung Pao Kitty and, tofu dog, and I don't like that. Dogs should not be used, or tokis shouldn't be used. Actually, they fucking do. Actually, they do. Actually, dog is eating more than cat over there. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. People actually, they have things, and they're not even considered pounds. But they're food markets, live food markets. You can walk, and they're just kennels stacked on top of kennels of dogs. And you pick out the dog, and if you want them to do it, or you do it at home, whatever. But you buy the dog like it's fucking like it's getting weighed on scale like a piece of vegetable. Yeah, I'm serious. And you want to know what else they're doing over there right now? Like you want to know what they're doing with pigs and like ducks and stuff? They're spray painting them black so they can charge more. Because it makes them look like they're from better stock and shit. Damn! My cat just tried to do the marathon jump, if you guys heard that big dumb thud. Holy fuck. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm sorry. I actually have to put this down for a minute. My cat just fucking caused pandemonium. You guys did hear that, right? That big boom? My cat just tried to fucking do some crazy shit. Jump from the bed and grab a hold of the fan that's in the window. Yeah. Fuck. You guys give me a second, please? I have to, yeah. Calm the fuck down, you. Shape up. I know you want my attention, but yeah, you better go. Hold on, guys. Fuck. Move, you won't let me pick anything. A damn cat knocked over speakers, all sorts of shit. Knocked over this. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm back. Sorry. If it ain't one thing, it's another. My cats, they want my undivided attention. They're always sitting there in certain spots when I get home from work, no matter how late it is, how early. One's at the door, one's on the table, and one's on my bed. And then when I do these lives, you guys tend to see what happens. Cal likes to get in front and try to knock shit down. He has to be part of it. Or they have to do drastic stuff like they do. Drastic times come drastic. He's like, you're not paying attention to me, and I need some attention. She's looking at me right now. She just put her paw out. Look. She's like, come over to me. I know, honey. It's okay. I know. She wants a battle. She wants a panther. See? That's what she wants. That's why she played. Take it easy. Shape. Hey, behave. 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 Good girl. Mwah. But you want to play? Come on. Come on. Come back, dummy. Oh. Yeah. That's what she likes to do. That's just her normal. That's her normal. That's why when Gidget walks through, she applies belt to ass to Gidget. Only she does worse to her. Yeah, I'm good. My cat just applied belt to ass, though, and tried to rip flesh from bone. That's what just happened. The thing is, that's just her playing, though. Like I told you. That's just how she is. She's a type that you just don't fuck around with, like me. She gets her demeanor and her mannerisms and everything from me. So, if you can't see, she just don't play around. She doesn't warn you. But she does behave. If you notice, I tell her to behave. I'm able to touch her on the nose, and she doesn't do nothing. I have to tell her to behave, though. Sometimes she don't want to behave and she wants to play. She's just mad because Tokies. Oh, Cow? Well, Cow, see, Myra is Cow's daughter, but, you know, she ain't got as much Siberian. She ain't even got enough in her to where it identifies. He's got Siberian Force and Maine Coon in him, so he's like a little attention whore. He's gotta be in the spotlight. And if I'm not looking at him, he'll knock shit down too. But because I wasn't paying attention to her, she fucking did a fucking marathon jump and tried thinking she was gonna grab the top of the fucking fan while it's running and climb on top of it without it falling. That just is very unrealistic. Unrealistic. And you guys heard what happened. Timber, another redwood just came down in the Bohemian Grove. Look, I'm hungry, guys. What should I eat? Oh, Myra? Yeah, she's very adorable. Very. And she's very self-reserved. She doesn't doubt herself. Say hi. People love you. Yeah. Yeah, say hi. She's actually she's trying to read your guys' shit. Now she's looking at me like, yeah, I want you. Not that. Good girl. Yeah, that's my Toki sniper. And she does a little tongue thing too, where she'll keep her tongue out sometimes. Let it stick out almost like Michael Jordan when he jump. Dude, take it easy. Take it easy, you. I know you want. See the tongue thing? See the tongue thing? Yeah, that's like her trademark. Yeah, that's her trademark when she sticks her little tongue out like that. Sometimes she'll stick it out a little longer. That means she's ready to fucking tee off big time. Oh, she's more than adorable. She's blissful. She's full of bliss. They're my King's Guards. Yeah. Myra, Gidget, and Cow. They're my King's Guards. Oh, you mean Little Bob or Angus? That sucks. Angus come up missing. I think he got body snatched by a raccoon or something. And that happened fucking a while back. Or are you talking about the white and patch one? That was Little Bob. Jenny's last kitten. The neighbors, when Jenny had had a litter, all of them but one went to new homes. But that was on purpose because... Oh, you're talking about Kyle when he did the jump from the table that I'm sitting this on to my dresser. Oh, yeah. He fucking does that shit with ease. With ease. He doesn't even hesitate. He just looks, he estimates, and before you know it, boom, defines gravity. Like he can fucking just fly out of here. God, it's so windy outside. I want to go outside and like enjoy the weather, but it's like I'd probably scare a couple people. They'd be like, who's this walking around in his backyard fucking, his hair's all fucking up. What happened to him? He stick his fucking tongue in a fucking light socket or something? Trying to create the new spark plug or something? No, I've been working all day and then I come home to take care of you guys. The way you guys take care of me. Oh, for real. For real. And now that I'm on my phone, I maybe can push the envelope a little bit because, you know, Usually when I come home from work, I do maybe an hour, maybe a little. See, here's Kyle. Now he's on his shit because he heard me. He heard me breathe life into his name, and he had to start clawing. Come here. What are you doing? Kyle, what are you doing? Come here. Good boy. Say hi. Say hi. Come here. What are you going to do? Yeah, I know. You going to keep up with your bullshit? Yep. He just might go do the jump now, too, because now he's in here. Now where's Gidget? Wow. Gidget's under the bed, so I see her tail just... Yeah, I want to go get breakfast. That would not fucking think I feel, so it's okay. You ain't gotta, hey, thank you. I'll see you soon. Take care. Be safe out there. I'll see you again soon. Behave. Act accordingly. Be safe. Yeah. Just be safe. Act accordingly. Everything should be okay. Make sure you eat. Hey, make sure you eat a healthy breakfast. Or whatever you eat. Hey, you know, me? I like you. That's what sucks. You want to know what pisses me off? My first live, I uploaded and then I accidentally deleted it, and it was me trying to show everybody how to make my secret killer scrambled eggs and some other stuff. And I literally, step by step, let everybody see. When I did it, let everybody see it. Everybody, and then I sat down and ate it. The whole thing, and I fucking I somehow deleted it. I don't know how. And I'm like, motherfucker. So maybe I'll start doing that too. The thing is, I have a food channel. I haven't worked on it in a while because I noticed there's more people on here that when you're doing food, that's like a luxury thing. This is to save people, to help people, to pull people out of that fucking rut or a quagmire of a tar pit they're in, like I used to be. Yeah, keep rubbing up on my heel. I know it smells so good. You got to put your scent on it too. No, I have a food channel and I have an animal channel too, but I haven't concentrated on them in a while just because it's so hard to try to keep up with 3 channels while you have a fucking job like I do. And like I say, I work a lot of hours. So I got dreams, I got plans. Just like everybody. You gotta follow yourself. Like, I don't know, maybe in a couple of years from now I might have a house, but it might not be where I'm at. I might move to a different state. I might see somebody else. Anything. My life your life, like, hey, my life has done a complete U-turn in a good manner, okay? I'd have to say in the last 5 years, even starting from the time that I quit getting in trouble and I got paroled from prison and came out them gates. I haven't been in any trouble since. But I didn't start putting my mind at hand with deadly purpose until that's when I really buckled down and was like, I need to be fully self-efficient. And I am now. And nobody can take that away from me but me. But me. So don't do it to yourself. If you're in that position, you want change, if you want it bad enough, you will change. You just have to want it. You have to have that ambition, that motivation. And I should be inspiring you. Because if I haven't proved anything that makes any sense to you, or none of this makes sense to you, and you're just on here for entertainment to try to bait, then you're on the wrong channel, because I've shown people that you can change. I'm living proof. So if that's not a solid gold bar, I don't know what is. Absent anything that people wasn't expecting, or like somebody said one day in one of my comments when I got my permit, oh, that ain't even a permit, you made that. You're gonna get in trouble when you get pulled over. Dude, that's your opinion. I know what the fuck I did. Do you know what the fuck you're doing? Because I don't think you even know what you sent me, you dizzy motherfucker. Or like somebody telling me, I don't know how many times I get this. Go get a job, you fucking burnout. I laugh at that. Or when they sit there and tell me they sum up my life in this one sentence. Every time it happens, it's over what I have going on in my life. And that's how I know they're projecting their life onto me. Thinking it's going to stick. And it doesn't. They couldn't hit it. Hey, they couldn't hit a tree with a gun even if they were shooting at the trunk, trying to pop the trunk. That's how fucked they are. And you want to know what always happens in the end? They go like this. You can't take a joke? How can I take a joke when you sit there and tell me I'm a fucking burnout, I'm collecting nothing but government checks, I don't have a job, I'm a lazy piece of shit, and assume all this stuff in one sentence. Oh, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, and this. You know, anybody can do that. Anybody. That's the easy thing. Living what comes with it is the hard part. You know, that's what a lot of people don't understand. So, yeah, hello, Stacy McLean. How you doing? Unless you left already. Sorry. I think I might turn the motherfucking... Hold on here. No, because I got a little side light. You know, because, brightness is one of the things you need direct light. And some people don't realize that. That's why they don't get a lot of attention. Or they don't get the notoriety they should get when they're actually trying to make hay while the sun's shining, or whatever you would call it. That's why I always make sure that you guys can get it from all angles. But yeah, it's starting to get nice out, but the trees are still doing fucking yoga and Tai Bar, whatever the fuck they are. They're doing their exercises. And I know that's feeling good because I can feel the cold air getting pulled in. Oh yeah, I don't even think that a lot of them can look into the mirror. I think a lot of them are really misunderstood. My mod. No, I'm serious. I think they're misunderstood. I think some of them are crying out for help, but just can't conjure the courage, like Noah and many other people on here, who are willing to ask me questions or ask my suggestion on things. That's what I like. I've been saying that on my videos for months. People, leave stuff in the comments about, what I'm talking. Like, if there's something you want me to talk about, I haven't done videos since I started live. I do shorts, but if anybody ever wants me to do a topic on something they want, I have no problem with it. Like I said, we're together on this. Nobody's making anybody do anything. It's just a suggestion that you can take under advisement. And some people have, and they take advantage of it on these lives. And I'm happy. I'm very happy because I love when people ask me questions or they tell me, oh, I love you, bro, or this or that, or you made my day. You give me a peace of mind. When I found your channel, I found my home. That's what I want to hear. That's the stuff that I'm not banking on hearing, but when I hear it, it warms the heart. It really does. It makes me feel like everything I'm doing is worth it because I'm not going to lie. In the beginning, it's hard trying to... I'm still in the mud if you want to think about it. The first major milestone to me would be like hitting 1,000 followers, and not just because of the monetization, just because I can do more for you guys. The more doors open. I can broaden my horizons on here. I don't fuck with TikTok because it's going to be banned soon. And like 3-4 years ago, I had a fucking monetized TikTok, and I could go live and all that. And I haven't been able to get into it ever since I quit using a gay phone. And gay phone to me is an iPhone. And it doesn't mean they're gay. It seems like everybody in this fucking world has to have one because they think it makes them better. Man, I wish there wasn't a such thing as a cell phone. And you'd be like, well, then you couldn't do this live. No, I could. Because I have a fucking webcam and I have a computer. So, yeah. But my big thing is most people are worried about what other people think. Worry about, if you guys are worried about what other people think, you guys are off to the wrong start. Or if you guys are doing it now, just stop. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's a significant other, yeah, you want to make sure that they don't have the wrong impression on you, or you're not setting the wrong impression, and it's undermining something. But in general, the people that you walk by that you don't know from your ass at a hole in the ground or from a can of paint, what people will do, what people will buy, what people just say they have to need. What you need and what you want are two different things. That's like a necessity and a luxury. Okay? So, we've got it ass backwards. No, we do. We got it ass backwards. Sorry, guys. Just like whoever told me last time, hey, you got snot hanging. I love when people do that. That's genuine. That's somebody actually being themselves. And I can tell, just because I can't see you, I can tell just the way that you carry yourselves on here. When I hear people do those stuff, or say this, or tell me this, or notify, because I'm worried about you guys. So the last thing I'm looking at is my nose. So when somebody's like, oh, that one night, oh, I got snot. And I was happy as hell. I was like, holy shit. Excavated it. Whatever. Got it out. Wishing it was a piece of gold or platinum or something. But it wasn't. It was just some fucking cerebral brain fluid that fucking started gellifying or something. Because that's what snot is. Cerebral brain fluid. Yeah, what's funny is I can't even see it. Let's say if I go to watch Becca Live, because sometimes I'll critique my own lives. Not when they're this big, but when those hour ones, like, I'll listen to them. Sometimes I look at it and I can't even see the chat. I can't even see the chat on my own shit unless I just don't know what I'm doing. That's why I'm so thankful I have you, Mod. Who knows, maybe in the future, thank you for other things, because you totally give me a peace of mind. You totally help me. You're helping me go move in the right direction, not take one step forward and 3 steps back. Because that was one thing. Once I don't know how many followers I was at, and they just kept hitting me up, going, "You need a mod. You need a moderator. You need a mod. You need a mod. You need a mod." I got tired of fucking seeing that. It almost reminded me that's fucking. We need you for the army. Or, or this could be you. We all are this. No, fuck that. You give me a peace of mind because you're actually dedicated, and on top of it, you're beyond approach. Like you. Nobody needs to tell you what to do. As far as I'm concerned, you're judge master on here, and everybody is forewarned and is given beyond a reasonable doubt a chance to stay civil. So when you get people who conjure the courage to jump out their body and be dumb, we know what happens. You slump them, they take a fucking dirt nap. Only that's permanently. It's not like you're fucking icing them out with Ativan or, whatever, Thorazine. It's no amount to induce coma, temporary time. You're making those motherfuckers take a dirt nap. And that's what needs to happen when people act stupid like that, especially when they get so butthurt, they start threatening you and telling you, oh, your kids ain't safe. I love that. I loved when that spark plug, that light socket, fucking said that shit. Your kids ain't safe. No, you're not safe if you come around my kids, especially my son. Because I can't even control him, and he's going to be 25, and I won't ever tell him what to do. No. So when that dumb motherfucker said that, I told him exactly where to go. Because he won't even make it down the block. If he's walking, they'll put so many holes in him, he'll whistle a fucking song when he falls. And if he's in a car, it'll look like a block of Swiss cheese when they're done. And he's going to be slumped on the fucking wheel. And I'm not trying to say it's smart, but when he threatened my kids, threatened this, threatened that, all this shit. And I didn't provoke it. I didn't open the door to it, but he opened that door. And I told you, I'm a finisher by default. So when somebody fucking starts some stupid fucking shit, even good shit, you open that door, we're walking through it. We're walking through it. Especially when you opened it. Oh, we're going through. And like I said, I'm the one who's going to finish it because I'm a finisher by default. So, and I'm not no badass, but I'm not no motherfucking voodoo doll either. You ain't going to take out your bullshit on me and think I'm just going to sit there and take it like some fucking ick. Nah, That's how I know, like, motherfuckers like it. You want to do that stupid shit on here? There's no way you're doing it in real life. And if you are, your ass would have been dead. You would have been worm meal already, vaporized. Like a lot of these people who do this shit, they're on oh yeah. Ha ta pi wa ching chong. Little green ring ding dong. That's his fucking phrase. Yeah, that was the one threatening. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I hope you do. Drop in, parachute in, motherfucker. We aim to please. We totally aim to fucking please. So come on in. And what the fuck did that motherfucker do? Nothing. He's still trying to fucking build a new invention for a rice catapult or a chopstick gun. Yeah, epic fails. Epic fails for him. I mean, what he was doing was like punching a concrete wall. By default, the wall's gonna win, and you're gonna break every fucking bone in your hand. I mean, come on. What do you have to show for it? In a good way. Especially when you keep doing it over and over again. Obviously, you're not learning. That's called insanity. Looking for a different result, doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah. So, I don't give a shit. Motherfuckers start threatening me and telling me, hey, how did he open that door too? What did he say? Oh, you better have a knife or gun if I ever come across you in real life. Oh my God, that got me, hey. That made me rise like when I woke up. That's how you know you're a healthy man. When you wake up from a sleep and you're full staff, that's how you know you're healthy. But if you're not, there's something wrong. There's something really wrong. So remember that, man. And everybody else, remember, clean those fucking belly buttons. If you practice very good hygiene and oral and body, take care of that fucking belly button. People tend to forget that thing exists. Well, it's on the outside and it has no purpose. Almost like in one way, shape, or form, there's certain organs that we can live without that can be removed at any time. Like a spleen, our appendix. We don't need them to live. The outies are fucking more dangerous than the innies if you don't wash them. I'm just telling you that right now. Because what you don't see is what will get you. Like that big dirty, anybody looking for the big dirty might just come fucking look for you and find you. You don't want that. Is it an open hole? What, mine? Am I innie or outie? Is that what you're asking me, Mod? What you asking me, Mod? Generally? You make me so happy. You're funny. You won't even say yes or no. You're like generally. By default, it's a flip of a coin whether somebody's going to have an innie or outie. I think that's just that's God's will. But I have an innie. I don't know. Mine is. I mean, I can't see down in it, but that's why I keep it clean and I post it online for the Mumpkins, the Mumpkin world, you know, because they like to rent it out, timeshares as a swimming pool. That's why I keep it clean. I don't have to dig. I use a water pick. Yeah. You know, like the next step to oral hygiene from flossing is, you know, water pick. Yeah, I use a water pick on that motherfucker. So yeah, I don't have to use my fucking shovels. I don't have to use my shovels. Okay. So when you said don't dig, no doubt, I never did and I never will. But I tell people that if you want the test, take this like it's a screwdriver. By default, whatever screw you got a universal screw, universal driver. Put it in there and act like you're fucking pulling out the fucking bolt. Or the nut, whatever, screw. And once you do that, Take a whiff of your fucking driver and watch what happens. I guarantee you'll crash the fuck out. You'll find out if you're really washing your belly button or not every time you bathe. If you bathe on a consistent, thoroughly and consistently. Every day it ends with a Y. Hey, sometimes you gotta find out. Hey, it pays to discover. I'm not talking MasterCard, so don't make me fucking don't make me swipe you when I'm charging. Don't do it. I'm already on. Hey. I got my. Hey. We're not going. Life is so unpredictable and spontaneous that I love it. I noticed that ever since I just fucking let go of all the bullshit and start taking care of my obligations and responsibilities, and then everything else, the pieces of the puzzle just, the pieces of the puzzle just fall through. Just like right now, here comes the other piece of the puzzle from my mod, test crew. You fucking right, we got a test crew. And we're gonna do real test crews on live too. Like I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna start, and people can't gonna get mad about it. I'm just gonna be like, hey, are you willing to fucking try something that's a little pre-unorthodox but wouldn't harm a hair on a fly, especially my pet Tito. Tito the fly. Yeah, I have a fly. His name's Tito, and the thing is, I have a secret necromancer. And he brings them back to life because a fly, once it turns to a fly, they only live 24 hours by default. So it dies and comes back to life every day. Like Dracula comes out at night. Why do you think during the daytime he can't come out because he's a coward and he don't want to burn? He sends the ticks and the mosquitoes out to do his bidding because they can be out, but he can't. That's why he sends his minions. Yeah, and leeches. Yes. You don't want that. Drain you like a fucking well. Oh yeah, drain your ass like a fucking well. Yeah, we're gonna do test crew one day. We're gonna find some random people, go walk down like a nice prominent street or something. Like a shop, like where the boutiques or something are somewhere. And, look, I didn't even. Hey. I'm going to tell you this right now. I was just doing, and I went like this, and I'm not even, I'm going to let you know this right now. I washed my belly, and that motherfucker is like, that made me go, if you noticed, it just took 2 years off my fucking life. That motherfucker woke me up, took the curl out my hair, everything. Yeah, we're gonna have a test crew, and and believe me, you're gonna be surprised on how many motherfuckers they bathe, but they just don't. They forget. They tend to forget that belly button exists. That belly button is more vital than anything. You should take care of it like your fucking heart, your mind, your spirit. Dude, how do you think you got here? That thing was connected inside the womb. When you were in there, how do you think you got fed? That umbilical cord, this ain't the Matrix, but we are in the Matrix. What pill did you eat? The blue one or the red one? Or let me guess, did you say just fuck it, I'm in denial, I'm gonna go Jim Jones and drink the Kool-Aid? I hope you didn't fall for that shit. I really hope you didn't fall for that shit, because that poor guy was full of deluded illusions and grandeur glory. Oh yeah, that motherfucker had dreams. I mean, Hitler's dreams were coming true more than that guy. That guy's never even articulated. You thought you were so smart, you were so stupid. You sent all your followers to a third world country to expand. Yeah, he was expanding in the U.S., but he wanted to start expanding in other places. International, everywhere. Uncharted. And he takes them to a spot and doesn't do recon on. Because he thought, they can just. They're my family. They can just start farming crops. The place wasn't wherever they were, Guinea or New Guinea, wherever. I don't know where they were at, but it wasn't sustainable. They couldn't sustain harvesting. They couldn't do nothing. And then people started really getting scared when a fucking senator came with with his people and a camera guy. to make sure everybody was all right because they were hearing shit through the grapevine. Oh my. Only this time it wasn't a lie. Yeah, because you know what they said in the grapevine. Believe nothing what you hear and half of what you see. Well, guess what? When it came to that part of the grapevine with Jim Jones and all the American people he pulled and tried to migrate, yeah, the inquiring minds wanted to know. There was a lot of worrying people. There was a lot of Q&A going on. So that fucking senator, his life he did not go in vain. That guy had balls bigger than fucking elephants. Or he had balls bigger. He had balls. He had moxie. He had real moxie. He had real moxie because he knew the risks of leaving the area. He didn't know what the fuck was going on over there, but he wanted to know. And like I said, it pays to discover. And he found out. And what always gets me is how, right when they were going to get on the plane, because people defected, like 9 people defected and were going with. Well, that infuriated Mr. Jim Jones, Mr. fucking Rinky Dinky. So when he seen that people were defecting, he figured those people would go and, flip. Not snitch, but you know what I'm saying? Because they weren't under, they weren't being charged with it. They wanted to leave. They felt like they were stuck. They felt like they were in a prison. Like their conscience grew a conscience. They started realizing hey, I don't think this is what it is because he's talking all this stuff, but yet he's doing that. He's the only one allowed to do the opposite of it. Even though the shit that he's doing, he preaches us it's bad. And he was doing some weird shit. And I'm not talking about the drug use. I'm talking about how it was common knowledge he would fucking have young girls or guys sit there, come into a room after he fucking prays, the gospel, this and that. Don't do this, don't do that. All right, let's break it down real quick. This is what happened. He would tell everybody they had to be abstinent. There was no sex allowed. You couldn't even mash, nothing of that. You had to be celibate. All right? He'd preach that. And no flirting. Well, two people got caught flirting, and one of them gave one of them a cookie. Well, guess what he did? He beat them. He made them. Because he had where he was at. He had full autonomy, and he had all these people money. They signed over all their checks, everything they were getting. So he had millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. But that wasn't the point either. He had militia, like guerrilla guards, on standby with SKSs, M14s, AK-47s, MP4s. Yeah. So, if they didn't willingly, to his word, your will, those armed militia were grabbing you, and he stripped those people naked because he confronted them. Didn't you give her a cookie? Or didn't she give you a cookie after you started flirting with her? And weren't you guys caught flirting? And they admitted it. And he goes, well, you need to be punished. The Lord tells me you need to be punished. Hi, 30. Hi, TC. How you doing? But, he made them strip down and he had them beat. So that was the beginning of the end. But what really, really fucked up was he told them they couldn't do this, he couldn't do that. They couldn't talk to each other. Nothing. But then, behind closed doors, when mass would be done, he's got everybody there. I came with the milk. Whatever floats your boat, man. I don't even want to know what that means. If it's a good thing, good. If it's a bad thing, flush it down the toilet. But he'd go out and grab a young girl or a young guy, and they would obviously be there with their parents, and they're all there free will. And he'd make them all come in there into a private room and make the parents, sign a fucking thing. Oh, they're allowed to do this with me, and do this shit, and force them to watch. The parent, that just doesn't make any sense. If that's some that's some weird shit. I don't know. And then he started getting real bad on drugs. Well, if for one, I've never had to pay child support because I take care of my kids. Always have, always will. My daughter's been in my custody ever since I cut her from the umbilical cord and handed her to her mom. Oh yeah, never left my custody. She's never left my side. She's been with me since the beginning. So, but if I did owe child support, it would be getting paid. I do have the luxury of doing that, but I don't have summer kids. And summer kids are some are here, some are there. You don't know where they're at. But you might find out one summer. $1 billion, I'll never have $1 billion. And money's the root of all evil, and it changes people. Don't sit there and start getting too big for your britches. Don't get too big for your britches. Somebody might have to do something about it. These kids these days. Can I have $1 billion? Yeah. Hey, you want to know what? If he pops back on, or if he watches this, hey, you're gonna have $1 billion when you go win the lottery. That's what's at stake to win. Yeah. Go play the Mega Billions, not the Mega Millions. No, I know you do. I care about a lot of stuff too. I can't elaborate about either. I don't like holding my feelings inside. I've had to holding feelings inside turns into a pressure cooker. You're gonna explode. You're gonna snap. You're just gonna go buck. And then sometimes you don't even be able to control yourself because your adrenaline releases, and then you're just fucking. You're on autopilot. So, there's certain things that get to me, but I don't let it get to me the way I would as a kid. I know that all good things come in time. Rome wasn't built in one day. So, I gotta prove myself, it seems like, to get to the next level. So, that's why I love that this is actual factual and nothing but straight, real, all the way through. Once I started, that's all you guys get. What you see is what you get. So if you don't like what you see, I suggest you rotate or go to sea. Hop port, hop on port, ship out. Ship out, go be a longshoreman. Well, of course. Some people don't even do that, though. Sometimes they don't even, they give themselves a chance. They're too afraid to change. Oh, God. I've been let God do. I can't control what God does. And I don't want to. But he helps shows the way when you're down and when you're doing, when all you know is what you are, a product of your environment. So when you start able to see through the darkness, because you're shrouded in all that darkness, and you start seeing through light. It only takes one little gleam of light to give you some hope and ambition and motivation to get going. And then just a little breath to an ember to ignite it into life. Because once you verbalize it, what follows through the next part? You articulate it. And then actually follow through with it. And then prove that you actually are wanting the change, and you will change, and you can change, and you can prove to people who claim people don't change. No, people can change. You just have to want it. Oh, you wanna know what? Motherfucker think I'm on bullshit. I mean, there's enough content on there that everybody knows. They send the hard one to you in the mail, But I got the paper one, you see? So I did get my license, and I've never had my license in my entire fucking life. Ever. Ever. So, for anybody out there that's fucked their shit up, you can unfuck it up. You definitely can fuck yourself up quick. And you don't need to be drunk off clown sauce either to crash out and go to slip and fall school. Nope. Nope. I know you should, 'cause if don't, you'll know when you go through. You don't want to go through it if you don't have to. Some people go through it. Hey, all the crazy shit that's happened to me in my life, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I wouldn't, if I had a chance to redo this, I would pray it would go, or I was forced to go through, redo life again. I would pray it'd be exactly the way it was now, because everything that I went through is what helped shape me into what I am this very moment. Yes, a productive, self-efficient human being who stopped doing all the negative stuff he was doing growing up because he was so conflicted and shrouded by grief and anger and rage, and just didn't give a fuck. Now it's all about, just doing what you know is right or what you know is feel right. You follow them through with your gut, your heart, your mind. So you just have to have faith in yourself too, and no doubting. And there's no rush. If you rush it, it'll take even longer, or it might not even happen, or worse things can happen. Don't rush. I'm not gonna lie, I have a little problem with speeding. When I know it's a straight road and there's nobody in front of me, nobody behind me, even though there could be a cop hiding somewhere, I know the spots. I'm gonna hit it. I won't do it around curves. I won't go through stop signs. I won't go through lights. I don't do none of that dumb shit. But if I'm on a back road or something like that, and there's nobody for miles behind me, I'm rolling. Picture me rolling. Fuck it. Hell yeah. Because I'm not a commuter. I'm not waiting for nobody. I'm not waiting for the L or the train. Or the subway. None of that. Because you know what happens when you wait on the L? You're going to take a loss, and you might take such a big loss that you lose your motherfucking life. I'm telling you. You'd be surprised on how many people are victimized by trying to get on the L or getting off the L for a fucking phone or a purse. Fucking old ladies fucking getting their purse stolen, getting punched in the face, and then getting thrown in front of the L. Getting fucking demolished, turned into foobar, or turned into sushi. Come on, man. And they don't care. They don't discriminate as long as they can get what they want or try to get what they think they want. So, don't go on the L if you ain't got to. And if you do, you better keep it on you. And you better make sure you better hope people don't ponder you caught one in the chain, because you will have one in the chain. And you'll have it welded to your hand like you married it. You stay with your blick like you married it. But half those fucking cowards don't ever carry it. And you can say what you want to, but I'm going to tell you it's relevant because I got fresh out the box, and I'm telling you they sell it, man. So if you don't want to play with me like that, because I could treat you like a mannequin, headshot, leg shot, body shot, now your body start panicking. What would you do if you were really not a mannequin, you didn't real live? Would you think your body could take it? Your heart would be beating like Roman fist will. You wouldn't want that shit. You'd bleed out so fast, your ass be cashed. When the ambulance pull out the stretcher, they'd have to put it right back and go call up the man. Yeah, put you in, take you down to the morgue, and let the autopsy begin. And what would you do if that shit happened to somebody close to you when you knew it was conflicted and making you construed? Would you want to go back and go get your fucking licks, or would you bite the bullet and be consumed as a bitch? Because that's what happens in these fucking streets. If you don't do for you, then nothing gonna be. That's why it's just a constant fucking rotation of death and grief. Seriously. I mean, but how would you feel if that's all you knew? And then like your brother, your real brother, or like a cousin, or like somebody who was your brother, you like your freaking Fred, or you just Beavis and Butthead just best coincide, something. But like that shit fucks you up. It takes people who would never harm a fly, hop right off the fucking porch and become savage. And that's what they don't tell everybody in the streets. You don't have to be in a gang to be a fucking savage or take care of business. That's what they don't tell you, and that's how they keep you. That's how they got you. And I never gangbanged. Now my oldest does, and I won't even talk to him about it because it's counterproductive. It's counterproductive. He's his own man. He can do what he wants. I could advise shit to him, but that's like throwing shit at the wall and praying it's gonna stick. But it's not going to, because the wall is fucking stick resistant. So I got, there's things that you just have to deal with in life you might not like. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Life's not all about getting your way, but you can go out of your best to try to make things the best. Like, don't get me wrong, he cares for me, he loves me, but when you're in the streets, you can't show emotion. You can't show love. Love gets you killed. Kindness, assume is weakness. You're a fucking pariah. So it's all about who can fucking be the fucking bigger man. There's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. That's all there is to it when it comes to the streets. And the only winners are the fucking funeral parlors and the government. Because if you're slumped, you're getting planned like a daisy. If not, best case scenario for you, you get locked the fuck up for life. The government's got you, and you're a national treasure. They're collecting the way you're collecting dust. They're collecting money like your gold bar, and I'm paying for it. We're paying for it with our tax dollars. So yeah, you know where else our tax dollars go? Fucking Persian rugs and mahogany, fucking stained, fucking solid, fucking desks, and fucking personal fucking assistants and secretaries that they can bend them over on the desks during their lunch breaks and fuck them while they got their fucking wife on the intercom talking to them. That's what politicians do. They extort their power. They don't embrace it. And if you think I just made that shit up, you're fucking crazy. And if somebody asks me why, how do I know? Because even at the lowest parts of politicking, like being the ward of the head of a ward, they do the same shit. You got to remember, they're being funded by tax dollars. They're being funded. You know what I'm saying? Almost like when you go on campaigns that elevate. Like if you're a senator trying to become this, or you're just trying to be Oshkosh McGosh and you want to be Ogopogo. You go out and you go on campaign. You see who's going to fucking root for you, who's going to support you for your causes, and see if they're valid. And like I said, if your words hold no substance and you don't follow through with your actions, you have no credibility. And if you did have credibility, you just lost it in seconds. And it took you how long to build that reputation? So you better watch what the fuck y'all do, because it takes fucking it takes a lifetime to build a reputation, only seconds to crumble it. And the reputation is like credibility. All right. When I was growing up, you want to know what you want to know what currency was to me? Reputation, credibility, and leverage. Yeah, you heard me right. And the Bermuda Triangle and Pandora's Box. So put that in retrospect. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm actually understating it a little bit. And like I said, I'm no badass. We all live, breed, die the same. Like, I've been through it. Believe me. I haven't been through the ring. I've been to hell and back. I don't need to show the vouchers. I want somebody to go, you ain't even got vouchers. I don't give a fuck. I don't need to. I'm not obligated to. I know what I've been through. I don't try to hide it or block it out in my mind. But some people do because they feel like they can carry on with life easier. They can keep trucking on. The thing is, it's always going to be there coming at you. It's always going to be an itch that you cannot scratch. So you got to fucking remember that. And that's going to cause you to act out. Can't ride the tiger forever. You can't. You can't ride the tiger forever. I can't stand it. I can't believe I'm using the phone. I guess I should have been using the phone more. For some odd reason, I like using tablet. I just got to buy a new tablet because that fucking thing, 32 minutes I tried to get on. And it let me get on for like 20 seconds. And it shut back down. I said, fuck this. Everybody's going to think I'm fucking draft dodging. I'm running away from the live. Running away from my obligation to you guys. No, I'm not. No. It's just, nobody was expecting me. I'm talking nobody was expecting me to go back to work as early as I did. And I went back 9 weeks ahead of schedule. So I'm beyond ecstatic. And that's only because I did physical therapy from home for 6 days a week. And I did one, at the center, $1,200 a pop. Good thing I got the best insurance money can buy. Or I didn't buy, or money can buy through my company. So I got full benefits. A copay on a $1,200 fucking physical therapy visit, $18. My surgery, I don't even want to bring up that 5-digit number. And guess what? 3-digit copay, and I'm talking low. Under 200. Yeah. So, and just in physical therapy alone, I was scheduled for 18, 19 visits, and I think I did 8, because they double. I was supposed to go 3 times a week, okay? They double and triple booked me like they didn't know how to play with the format. So my shit had to be rescheduled and at another location, and when that happened, they put me at 1 day a week. And when that happened, I flat out told them, I said, I cannot be out this long. I said, not because I'm going to lose my job, because I'm going to go fucking crazy. I said, I don't give a fuck about what I'm collecting while I'm out. I cannot file taxes on it, and none of that money's going to my 401k. So, that's another reason why I'm ecstatic that I'm here, because I'm able to build multiple other nest eggs for the future, for whatever it needs to go to. Whatever God's will serves the purpose, whatever. But they told me, hey, if you want to, you can do shit at home. I said, then show me what I do. So give me a fucking folder with a pamphlet in there, and they're like, just do 100 of each. Man, I was doing 800-900 a day. I was doing them during lives. You could see me doing them during lives sometimes. I'd be like, stretching it, pulling, straight up. So, I was really getting at it. That's why I was able to go back to work 9 weeks earlier. And God, does that make a hell of a difference? Because I did not want to be out 5 months and some change. I don't care whether I'm getting paid or not. Like I said, you can't file taxes on it. You can't do this. You can't do that. Someone was like, milk it. Why? Because you're a lazy piece of fucking shit? And that's what you would do if you had that opportunity? No. Be careful what you wish for, because if you get it, you just might not know what to do, because it's going to come on you tenfold. That's why, somebody told me that. I was like, in my mind, I didn't say it to him. I was just like, dude, you literally are making me lose respect for you. I can't believe you just suggested to me, and you're supposed to be my friend, milk it. It's not a fucking money cow. A fucking change and, solid gold coins from fucking the 18 and 1700s come out. $50 pieces, $25, $10 pieces. It don't work that way. And on top of it, the person I am by default. I'm a busybody. I have ADHD. The area I work in is the most hardest and rigorous part in the whole building because the demand for our product is so high. So when people try to come to get overtime from other departments, when they leave at the same time every night, unlike us, the minute they go walk in and they see how it's a fucking big fucking machine, none of us are standing around. And if you are standing around, somebody's gonna fucking put some pep in your step quick, or you're gonna get pulled like a fucking weed, root and stem. They come in and see it though, and they turn right back around. They make a U-turn and move it like they're in fast forward because they're like, I can't do this. I'm not doing this. This is nuts. How can people do, motherfucker? Because I enjoy what I do because, like I said, I don't like to sit still. I can't sit still. So when I go get in the trenches on the floor, yeah, it's been one. It's been one. You can call me Taskmaster, honestly, because, like I said, they got like a floating position. A floater means you're universal. You can do whatever you want. Since I've been back, that's exactly what I've been doing. And that's what they do to slowly see and give you the chance to prove yourself to become management. But a big part of that is having to work 6 days a week and being very reliable and being thorough and consistent and professional. And by default, I got good intellectual skills and social skills. So, like, that's another reason why it was highly advised to me to apply for a supervisor position. And I did. And like I said, I was advised by other management. And, they flat out told me, they said, the odds of you getting it, and I told them, it's like flipping a coin. But honestly, it was like 99.9% chance I wouldn't get it. But that's not the point. The point was, if you don't apply for a supervisor position and you really want management, you'll never get management because you won't. Once you apply for it, then your name gets put in a book or like a thing. So they know that you're serious. And then once you're showing it, the consistency over some time, and people, and then you got people putting their necks out for you, their careers. Yeah, that's when it starts happening. So, and that's one thing I have to say. Yeah, hello. Hi. Oh, you joined? Well, thank you. Yeah, welcome to the family. Miss Boom, welcome to the family. What it is, how it is, what it is. Welcome to the family. Sun ain't coming out, but everything's still nice outside. You see how it got brighter and brighter and brighter through the thing. You're starting in dark. The only reason I'm up is because I don't need to go. But I am hungry as hell. I don't know what I want, though. I have no idea what I want. Actually, I do know what I want. But is it what I need? I'm actually seeking certain things. Maybe I'm just a little reductive, And fuck. You got to do something. You just can't sit around and vegetate. If so, go plant yourself in the fucking ground in the middle of a garden. See if you fucking sprout some fruit from your fucking labor. Because I guarantee all is going to be there is a burnt fucking head. If it's even there. Or some fucking rototiller accidentally fucking took it off and turned it into fucking mushmelon. You said I'm. Well, yawning is contagious, especially when I'm at work. I run circles around people and make them dizzy, and I'm yawning. Everyone's yawning because we're in such a cold environment. I mean, it's almost like if you got put in the water, hypothermia, the first thing's going to happen is you're going to start getting tired. Your heart's trying to keep pumping to keep you warm, and you can't. We're not cold-blooded. So your body starts slowly shutting down. And what happens is if you don't drown, you just fall asleep. And then you drown. Yeah, you go into stasis. Yeah. It's almost like getting hit with a triple dose of Thorazine, only you don't go brain dead. Because if anyone knows anything about Thorazine, fucking one crack of that will fucking... Yeah, that puts you in fucking limp noodle mode. 2 doses? Oh fuck, you're gonna go into a fucking premature coma for a duration. 3? Oh, that's guaranteed. That's guaranteed that brain death. You're gonna be brain dead. You will be a turnip. You will be a turnip, and you will turn up. You will, yeah. Oh yeah. No, because they do that shit in fucking in mental wards and shit. No, because a motherfucker build a tolerance to that shit, so they hit them with a third one. And then they slump. It's almost like with heart attacks. My grandpa was told by my family he had heart attacks. He wouldn't stop smoking cigarettes or drinking, and he was an alcoholic. He had a heart attack. A few years later, he had another one. When that happened, the doctor looked him right in the eyes and said, if you have a heart attack again, the third one will kill you, like you're striking out in baseball. And guess what? That's exactly what happened. My mom and some other relatives found him on the floor dead, and guess what? Massive heart attack. So the doctor wasn't lying. But hey, that's why we have free will. We get to pick and choose what we want to do. You gotta remember, to play, you gotta pay. Cost of admission, whatever you're gonna do. Just like with a gun. You got a gun, you better be ready to use it. You better be ready to point and shoot. Not be waving the bitch around like it's a fucking toy. Fucking dildo masters out there. I fucking can't stand people who do that. Oh, they want to intimidate people. They start waving it like dusting it with a mop. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That's why all you hit was a whole bunch of innocents and not the target, right? You fucking loser. You fucking chump. Maybe you'll learn from that shit. Everybody's so quick to act and not think instead of... So, I don't give a fuck. Think long and hard before you contemplate on certain choices, because those choices might alter your destiny and cement your legacy in a way you might not want. You really want to be known for being this or that? So be it. Or if you just don't give a fuck, whatever. Shoot the shit and pop the champagne. Let's cut a fucking rug. Are you tired, bud? I can't believe I've been on here 3 hours. Feels like I've only been on for like 40 minutes. Yeah, I'm here. I'm hungry. Yeah, I know, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't mean it stops. Even though I get off here, doesn't mean it stops. It's not gonna either. But no, you guys lucked out with this one, but I told you I had to make up for yesterday, because yesterday I see, ain't that how ironic fucking life is? I went out of my way to make a short to let y'all know I would be doing a live, and because of unexpected and unpredictable and spontaneous events, which is what life is made of, I couldn't do it. Even if my life depended on it. I couldn't do it. So this is me making up for last night too. Since I went back to work, I did like an hour and a half. Well, I've doubled that up. I've done what I was doing before I went back to work. I was cracking 3 hours every day like it was fucking 3 minutes. I remember somebody going, yeah, 3 hours to you is like fucking 30 minutes. And I'm like, you're fucking right, it is. Because I want somebody to fucking sit there and tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, or say that I'm full of shit or I'm lying. Because I'm going to fucking destroy their credibility so bad they're going to run. Or they're going to go, oh, is this joking? You can't take a joke. No, bye-bye, motherfucker. But before that, I want you nailed upon cross, or I'm gonna let fucking the mod fucking pull out the whip, strip some fucking flesh from that bone, and we're gonna break that bone down and drain the marrow. And then you're really gonna know what it's like to fucking you get caught in the ringer. Yeah. You guys ever heard the expression, oh, you screwed the pooch? Well, when my mod has to fucking apply that and do all that shit, you got caught fucking the dog. Like some methed out guy in Florida, Fort Lauderdale. Go look it up. Happened a few years back, though. I talked about it, but I don't want to talk about it again. People into that shit. He was high. I don't even think he knew what he was doing, because if he was into bestiality or whatever they call it, I don't think he'd be out wandering around trying to find a random spot to do it. He got caught in the doghouse with the dog. The cops came there and caught him in the doghouse doing it with the dog. The dog's on a fucking chain. I mean, that was like, whatever. But what I'm trying to get at is the whole expression. If you screwed the pooch, you better hope, yeah, you fucked the dog. Because my moderator comes on here, you're in trouble. My mod's got to come on and fucking and plant you like a fucking tulip, make you push daisies. There's something wrong, because we're very cordial on here. This is all actual factual historical events. You get what you give, and I'm giving you what I have. I'm giving my all. I really am. So I'm going to roll off, because I see that we're just manning the reins and things have died down, but I see that it was still successful. Wow. There we go. Somebody else popped up like a mushroom. Did you find Jimmy Hoffa, whoever that is? Tell me you found Jimmy Hoffa. Probably in a dream. He'll never be found. Now, oh, look at this. What the fuck? Wow, the minute I start talking about shutting down, what you got? I conjured the life into some people, huh? I know you guys hate morels popping up because the weather's just right in the forest. Don't see. Oh. You know what they say. First you don't succeed. Pick yourself up and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Try again. I don't, but I seen it said 1 because of you, and then it said 4. I've got 9 likes. I can't believe that. I don't even, like, that's crazy. Those came in quick like a motherfucker. Those must have been like loyal followers. But first, you don't succeed at anything, including everything in life. Pick yourself up and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Try again. If they're bots, they must be goofy bots, and they're helping me because I was just at 8 likes, and when it popped up to 4, hurry up and went to 9, and then they went off. So bots like to like. Like I said, all publicity is good publicity. If somebody's got a twist in their panties or something crawled up in their ass and died, I'm doing something good. They gotta fucking try some bullshit, whatever. First don't succeed. You better pick yourself up and try again, and dust yourself off and try again. Try again. What would you do to get to me? Or what would you say to have your way? Or would you play like we're just friends, even though you know it is intent? But you want to know that you're playing a role, and what you want is right here, though. And here's your turn. You're going to walk away, or what you going to do? Be a man and stay. Your move. But yeah, 3 and 10 minutes. Fuck. Rest in peace to Aaliyah, man. They did her dirty. I miss her. Man, she made bangers. She's, like I said, that's why I tell you, I don't give a fuck who you are, commandant or astronaut. We're all destined for great and unfortunate things. I'm sorry, but that is one evil machine, the industry. Don't even want to talk about that right now. But You know, it's been a long time. Long time shouldn't have left you. Well, no need to step two, step two, step two, step two. Now I'm here now. So here you go. You get it all. But yeah, guess what? I want to talk, but I'm about to get off, so I gotta cut it off because I never thought it'd be 3 hours and 10 minutes and counting on. I'll be back though. Shit, I'll be back. No, hey, nothing gets in the way of progress. Nothing. And I'm sorry, this is a big positive thing in my life. And before this, there was a big hollow void. And before that, that void was filled full of a lot of negativity. Yeah. So, another one with your boy with him.